Yo! What's good? It's game day. What's good? What's good? Trini and Harlem, what's good? Billy Blanco, what's good? Jermaine Royster, what's good? What is good? Yo, so what? What does that say? Yo, let me read this out loud because this is hilarious. Yo, everyone go read today's New York Post. Reggie Bullock has an article where he tells all the haters to keep the same energy. That's crazy. Get him, Bullock. Get him, Bullock. You know what I mean? Hey, tell them haters to keep the same energy. A man say tell the haters to keep that same energy. You can take that a few ways. You know what I'm saying? Is that for the haters that don't believe in Reggie Bullock? Is that for them haters that don't believe in Reggie Bullock? That's all I'm saying. Reggie Bullock, is that what you're saying? That's not how you endear yourself to the fan base. Go play, Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock, go out there and play. Hey, respect D-Block, what's good? George Alvernia, what's good? George Alvernia is operating on 37 and a half minutes of sleep. Okay. Guzman in the building. What's good? Guzman did his thing last night. Yo, Guzman did his thing. Big up, respect to Guzman. Guzman did his thing. Big up respect to Guzman, who did his thing last night, him and JD. Yo, y'all two are something. Not as far as apart, you know what I'm saying? Y'all were dope, but together, yo, y'all are something. Y'all are something, man. Yo, I don't know where that chemistry come from, but y'all are dope. Robert Paul was good. Hey, George Alvernia talking about he learning from me. Ha 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 ha. Little Twiggy White, what's good? What is good? Illmatic is in the building. What's good? What's good? I hope y'all got y'all energy up. Yo. I got some special stuff coming. For y'all. Got some dope stuff in the pipeline. You know what I mean? For sure. So the guys gonna ask me a question last night. They like, yo, Stephen Fox was good. DJ T-Bone 74 was good. The gray is wisdom. Word. Spree the Knicks is in the building. What's good? Oh, you know what? So that's good. That's a good question. So the question is, yo, is it? Let me see. Let me go back here. Morning, Knicks family and Freezy. Any chance we get the Knicks morning drive? I'm starting to call it the KMD because Knicks morning drive is a mouthful, but it's still a dope name though. But is there any chance we can get the KMD published as a podcast audio form? My buddy wants to listen but can't use YouTube at work. I'm sure there are others. Hey, you know what? Hey, let's work on it. I got some stuff. I've been promising Stephen Fox some stuff. But dog, man. Hey, so you know what? Hey, we're gonna do this thing. That's something for us to work on. Definitely. That's something for us to work on. How about I try to do that Friday? I'll try to do that. Friday, and then we'll see if we can backload other episodes of the Knicks Morning Drive. Supreme System Lord was good. Jose Perez was good. Let's go. Yo, my man asked me last night. He was like, yo, Freezy, what you think about the Knicks and the Utah Jazz? You know what I mean? The Utah Jazz are tough, man. They got a good coach, blah, blah, blah. Yo, Corey Lee was good. Get that energy up. Payback Carter is in the building. Was good. Get some. Was good. How about get that energy up on payday? I mean on game day. Get that energy up on game day. Huh? Get that energy up on game day. You know what I mean? Hey, DJ T-Bone 74 says, we should beat the Jazz tonight. They not playing good. Hey, I'm here to tell you it didn't matter to me. I think, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna sound like a homer. But we got the best team in New York. Somebody tell me something different. Let me put my thing out here for my peoples. Hold on. All right, there's that. And then, hold on. All right, you coming? Yo, we got the best team in New York. Somebody tell me something different. Somebody tell me something different.
Man, well, the numbers.
What up? Good?
Morning, team. Morning, gang. What's good? How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling? Y'all encouraged? Because I am. Let's do it. What we saying? Homerism?
Dog. All I want to know is this. We got the best team in New York. Can somebody tell me something different?
I mean, the numbers ain't saying something different. The numbers is saying it right now.
Right.
The numbers is painting that picture.
Right. And so what we have is a team. What we have is a team. We don't have two top 15 superstars, but we got a bunch of dudes that will play for each other. How about that?
Dude, this joint is the Bad News Bears, and I love it. Like, this joint is like, I always love the underdog story, but like, which is a little bit of a reason, actually a very big reason I was behind Randle when he got here, because I knew Cass was gonna dog him, but I saw it in him, like, but I'm glad I'm very proud of Randle, very proud of Randle.
So hold on, Freaky. Somebody said something, man, in this dope. So Nick Gay, I see you. Nick G is my half brother. What's good, Nick G? Hey, so somebody just said, where is it? Oh, there he is. There he is. Well, there it is. So Trini in Harlem, and that's our people. That's our people. Trini in Harlem says, on paper, almost teams are better. Right?
Yo, I guess he's a Randle hater too.
Nah, I don't think so. D Block, which is our guy. D Block says on paper the Nets do. Guess what, D Block? And you my guy. Guess what though? I wipe my rump with paper. You know what? The Knicks have the best team in New York. Y'all not telling me no different. I'm not feeling that.
Nobody got nothing different to say. Nobody. Not right now.
I'm telling you, look, the Knicks have the best team in New York. The Knicks are the best team in New York, man. I'm not feeling none of this other stuff. That's it. I like this energy. Let's do it. I'm telling you. Man, the Knicks have the best team in New York. What else do you need to see? What else do you need to see? We ain't got high price dudes. Dudes from that won chips ain't coming to the Knicks. Whatever. They ain't coming. I ain't even get ready to beef with that. I ain't get ready to go down that road. What I'm gonna say is that when it comes to a bunch of dudes, that's what we got. That's what we got right there. Nah, Trini, I ain't call you a Randle hater. That ain't what I said.
That was me. I asked the question, Trini, and it's coming from another Trini in Queens right now.
That was funny. That caught me off guard. That was funny. All right. Hey, what's good?
Jump and wave, Kinsman. Jump and wave.
They get ready to tell me. They get ready to say, Uncle Freezy, keep the same energy up. Hey, you know what? I can't help it. I'm born with this, man. I'm born with this. When it come to something, when it comes to believing in something, dog, you can't believe halfway. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, I don't know. Nah. We ain't gonna go down this road. I ain't trying to get ready. I'm not gonna try to outsmart the room. I'm not gonna try to look like Nostradamus. Look, I ain't trying to go down none of that stuff. All I'm gonna say is this: the Knicks have the best team in New York. Get on that train early so you can get your best seats. Don't mess around and wait till you start rolling, and then when you get on the bandwagon, you got to stand up, standing room only.
That bandwagon about to be heavy.
Salute, chat. Good morning. Good morning. Salute, chat.
What's good?
What's good? You know what? I'm heading home to rest my head after a long night of work, but I noticed Freaky's in the house, and I was watching a video on the way home of a broadcast y'all did about 2 weeks ago. And y'all probably gonna remember, but y'all was debating, it was still preseason, and y'all was debating wins and losses on I think the first 12 games the Knicks were gonna play. And y'all was touching on the Pacers, y'all was touching on the Bucks, and there was a lot of doubt on whether the Knicks could beat those teams. Y'all remember that debate y'all had?
I remember that.
100%.
And now looking now in retrospect, look back now and how we did against those teams. And now I'm a firm believer that as long as you buy in to that defense philosophy, any team can be beaten. And this is exactly what the Knicks have done.
Right.
The Knicks have bought into that, to Tibbs' philosophy of defense and keeping other teams to a low scoring output.
Right.
and it culminated in what do we 4 surprising wins, right? But no one would have, even those that day, no one was saying, yeah, I think we can beat the Pacers, or yeah, I think we could beat the Bucks.
Right.
Yo,
And
Right.
now,
the two
in
games,
retrospect, you look back,
the 2 games we lost in the beginning was the 2 games I thought we was gonna win. I
Right.
didn't think I didn't think we were gonna beat the Bucks. I especially didn't think we was gonna spank them for a whole dub.
Right.
Definitely didn't think that. I definitely
Right.
didn't think that. I didn't think that Mitch was gonna man down Giannis like that. I definitely
Right.
didn't see that coming. I, I didn't see like Randall's defense coming. Like yo, like it's mad stuff that's like I know it's early, and generally, it's not really a great idea to get so excited about these early wins, blah blah blah. But it's not so much the wins as how they're getting them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it ain't somebody like exploding like, oh, this person is 80% from three. This one is like yo, like they getting it on the basic joints of like hard defense,
Right.
which is a skill that's not gonna go away. It's only gonna get stronger.
right?
Like
Sometimes your shots can fall, and sometimes they don't. But when you buy into defensive play, like you
and
said,
Randall
Freaky,
showed that.
yeah.
Randall had a game that explicitly showed that his shot wasn't falling, and that dude came the hell up on defense.
Right. Right.
This is what
Yo,
I
I'm
love.
sorry.
Like those things aren't flukes. They're not like, oh, like it's only for this part of the season. Like those are actual legitimate basketball things. Like this is like we watching an identity building, and this is dope. It's mad exciting.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this because look, man. Hey, so yo, when you do live streams or whatever, and you deal with a fan base or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because we got a mixed fan base. We got the Knicks fan base and the fan base of the show. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, when you deal with stuff like that, people will be quick to be like, yo, calm down, man. Let's just watch this thing play out. And I'm like, nah, man. But then I'm like, I respect. Okay, I'll tamp down some because it ain't just about me. It's about others. You know what I'm saying? We do this joint for everybody, right? Quiet Money, what's good? IQJ, I see you. Hey, our man GI is in the building. What's good, GI?
Yeah.
But listen. So the point I was getting at is this. Yo, we have not. The Knicks have not been in a position historically where we could be like, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and be reserved. And when we win this chip, I'm gonna go ahead and get excited and look back. That's when I get excited. Nah, we've been losing forever. When good things happen, we need to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Cat wants to be salty even through like yo, like let me get these wins, yo. Let me be excited.
Right.
Let me be excited about something looking good.
Nah, dog. I'm telling you, it makes no sense. Their argument makes no sense. I'm with this thing. This is me, right? Yo, I feel like you need to enjoy the moment, Knicks fans. Enjoy the moment.
But you gotta understand why they don't though. Like it's people out there that's really like they've believed so much and they've been let down so much that it's hard for them to believe, bro. Like it's not like we think that this is a thing that people are doing on purpose. Like cats are guarding their emotions, bro. Like that's literally what fans are doing. I get them. I'm not even mad at it. It's 20 years of dysfunction and waiting for this moment. If it is this moment, even like having a bunch of these, if it is these moment type times, yo, a lot of people just like they guarding their emotions, man. Like they don't want to believe it. They don't want to they don't want to believe it for fear getting let down. Hey, and there's a bunch of I told you so cats out there that really want to be able to say I told you so.
But Free, listen, this is the thing. How are you like, nah, I don't want to be let down. I ain't gonna get up because I don't want to be let down again. when you've been let down the whole time? You've been
That's
let
the
down the
point.
whole time.
That's
You know
the
what I'm saying?
point. That's
And
what
then
people are at with it.
like, chill.
That is the 110% point. That's where people are at right now.
Hey man, they
I
gonna
don't blame them.
have.
Like I don't blame any Knicks fan for handling their Knicks fandom how they handling it if they've been in it for years. Like yo, like the
Right.
Juventus coping mechanisms, dude. Like loyalty is hard.
Hey man, it's why we do it though. It's why we do it. You don't become a fan of a team to be let down. You know what I'm saying? It's an attachment there. You gotta ride ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? The cats that don't ride ups and downs, I can't rock with that. I mean, I understand it. But I'm like, yo, I need to rock with ups and downs. Like I'll tell you this. Like if Uncle Freezy say, yo, that's my friend, you know what I'm saying? If Uncle Freezy say that's my friend, Uncle Freezy gonna be there for the ups and the downs. I ain't just there for the ups. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
What kind of cat to do that?
somebody tell me they're a Knicks fan, dude. I'm already judging them as like a loyal person. Like oh, like this dude is probably a good friend. Cause you definitely ain't riding on the Knicks for the kicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, for the good times, there ain't been none.
Hey,
So, like,
that.
all right, this dude probably got some loyalty about him.
Hey,
no more loyal friend that you'll have than a Knicks fan.
Hey, so David Parker says, I love the direction and I'm excited, but I need to see more. That's what David Parker says. So, David Parker, how much more do you need to see?
That falls into the same bucket. I dig it.
Hey, so Robert Paul, thanks for the super chat. Let me read the super chat real quick, man. And let me read this super chat. And I know y'all like, yo, how this dude be having all this energy in the morning? I can't help it. It's a combination of me and my Knicks fandom. So Robert Paul says, salute to the channel and the chat for the growth and support to the channel. Yo, Freeze, y'all can have all my bacon and egg cheese.
Bacon, egg, and cheese money.
We need a little more.
Respect, man. Hey, I kind of read these.
And who we got tonight, too? Who we got tonight?
We got
the Utah Jazz.
Oh, okay.
But the only problem to that is they just got blown out by Brooklyn. So I'm expecting them to be a professional organization and put a little.
Yeah, don't worry about that, though. We eating their food. All that. We eating their food tonight, too. It's nothing. Yeah. Everybody food getting eaten this week. It's my prediction.
Yeah. I'm with my man. That's my guy right there. SJ3 was good.
There's too much energy around them young cats right now. They gonna eat. They eating tonight.
Yeah.
The only problem is we still got guys hurt. You know, I'm still optimistic they're gonna play hard, but when we run
into had guys hurt, it's nothing.
No. I was hearing the part about loyal Knicks fans. I guess for me, I'm always gonna be a loyal Knicks fan, but whether they win or they lose, and I don't want to be a downer. You know, there's real life going on. You know what I mean? Cats having kids, cats got jobs. So I've never let. While I love the Knicks to death, I've never let anybody talking bad about the Knicks, good or bad. I never let that, you know what I mean, inspire me. We still got to go out here and get this bag. We still got to go out here and do us. So it's been easy for me to be loyal to the Knicks because it's not life or death. If it was life or death, boy, I have to test my loyalty. If it was the same dude I was going to the block with and he was getting me beat up every damn day, I ain't that crazy. At some point, I have to be hold up, man. You know what, homie? You gotta stay back this time, man. It's not life or death, so it's been easy for me. This is purely entertainment. You know what I mean? It's purely entertainment. It ain't real life. And I think when I listen to some of the fans and watch some of the fans type, I'm like, oh my God, do they have lives? Because I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna be passionate about the Knicks. I'm gonna put my time in being a fan. I'm gonna buy some Nelia. I'm gonna go to games. I'm gonna blog. But at the end of the day, I got to go upstairs and see what wifey need. These kids got to go to college.
Right.
I got to go out here and make sure they're getting enrolled, matriculated.
Yeah, they got to go to college. Yes.
Yeah, we dig that, but I'm just saying this is our fandom space. Like we got different boxes in our life, and you're 100% right. Like priority level of those boxes, this is not at the top. But while we in this space for the time we in this space, that's what it's about.
Yeah, let's get it.
Right.
But some fans I'm seeing writing, and you could tell the despair goes deeper than it's psycho. You could see it. It's socio and psycho, and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I could reach out and touch that person because they losing it, man. They losing it in real life, and it's like it's coming through the keyboard, and so
Right. So maybe the analogy was a little extreme by me, but my point was this. This is the point that I'm getting at. If you 10 toes down in the fan thing, right? Just the thing, right? As a Knicks fan, instead of reserving, say, bad or neutral moments, you know what I'm saying I'm gonna just stay in this neutral place while the Knicks are doing good. Root for your team. Be excited because you don't have enough good memories. You don't have enough good memories stashed away, or you don't have a deep cachet of good memories where you can kind of draw back on. And so while something as good is happening, rock with it. This moment right here that we in is actually longer than insanity. You thought insanity was a blip on the radar, right? This moment here is longer than insanity, right? I'm saying, hey, rock with your team. Get your energy up. Don't be afraid to say, hey man, we winning. Because if you say, hey man, we winning and we stop winning, what if you lost? What are you gonna do? Get clowned by another fan base? We get clowned by another fan base anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like what happens if we lose to the Jazz tonight? Is what Stephen A. Smith gonna say something bad about us? It don't matter. He always say bad stuff about us.
He's
you know
not
what I'm saying? So I mean that's what I'm saying. Hey, Cornerstone, what's good?
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Salute to the chat. Salute to Mr. Ghetto.
Salute.
Man up top. How's everybody feeling, man? I'm ready for tonight, man. I'm ready for tonight, man.
Hey, man, you know how I'm feeling? What kind of question is that? For one, it's game day. For one, it's game day. So you know I'm already super excited.
Oh,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Yo, man, look, man. I'm super excited.
But see, here's the problem, Uncle Freeze. Here's the problem. People still don't want to embrace it. Knicks fans don't want to embrace it.
People emotion. That's why I don't like it.
They don't want to embrace it.
You like it. You
know what I'm saying? They don't want to embrace it. So
hey,
let them stay off. Am I right, Ghetto? Let them stay off.
Yeah.
Let them stay off.
Oh,
we want to enjoy
I'm trying to be helpful. This bandwagon, the bandwagons fill up fast. Historically, bandwagons fill up fast, right? Get on the bandwagon now while you can get you a window seat, while you can get you a good seat. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get on the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying? And then there be standing room only. You know what I'm saying? This bandwagon makes already the championship. And you going to stand up the whole time?
Exactly.
I'm going to be honest. Not for a New York bandwagon, bro. This city's too big, man. You go, it's cats on Brooklyn hats on right now. Trust me, they can't wait to put that Knicks hat back on.
Yeah,
man. If we ever have a parade down 34th Street, we're gonna lose a lot of money in the city, bro. Those businesses might as well shut down.
Yeah,
you're gonna go from Manhattan all the way back to Harlem, and Harlem is Manhattan if you know the deal. But trust me. That line going from 34th to 125th, you could believe that, man.
Listen.
Knicks fans you think the Giants, not the Giants can do it, not the Jets, the Yankees get crazy. Don't get me wrong, but Knicks fandom is deeper than the Yankees, man.
Listen,
right, and so the Yankees fans would be like, yo, it's almost like relief to them. Like, yeah, we won this chip, man. Finally, I don't know what took so long. But with us, Hey, Russell McCall, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate that. So we appreciate all the super chats. I want to call y'all out when we see it, man. Thank you for helping the channel grow. Thank you for helping the channel grow. So I'm working on the Knicks Twitter poll right now, and basically what I'm asking Knicks fans is, what's your excitement level about this Knicks squad?
Infinity times infinity. That's my excitement level. Wow. That's what it is. Infinity times infinity, because we've been waiting for this for so long. We never swayed away. Yeah, they made some mind-boggling picks as far as management, as far as players, as far in the draft and in free agency. But now we have a competent management team. We have
my phone's about to die.
We have competent players. No, it's all right. We have competent players, man. We have a competent coach, a competent coaching staff where these players trust them. When have we seen that? Right. When have we seen that in these years that before this year? When have we seen that? But again, nobody wants to believe it. Nobody wants to believe it. A lot of Knicks fans don't want to believe it. They had us losing against Atlanta. Yeah, they had us losing against Atlanta. And when we were down 15, people were like, "Yep, see,
like
there it was."
Channel.
Yeah, they came in channel was like, "Well, here we go. That's what they do."
Well, we couldn't have been too hurt.
We beating teams that's beating good teams.
Yes.
We couldn't have been too hurt before. We couldn't have been too hurt before, because if you're a real basketball fan and you look at the roster the Knicks put on the first game of the last 7 seasons, and if you thought we was going to win with that, then you wasn't a fan. You allowed your expectations to get away from you. We have not had good players. The only place I've been hurt as a Knicks fan is every free agency that went by. And then every time we go into the lottery balls and somehow we got 5th or 8th or 10th. And I'm like, how could we not ever win the number and get a generational player? We have not had players on the Knicks and coaching.
And then nobody wanted to come and play with Melo.
Nope.
I don't want to bring that M word up, boy, because those cats been quiet. You talk about some rough years as a fan, fighting those dudes.
Yep.
Man, I don't even want to bring that name up. But since you brought it up, I will say, if Melo would have decided to come back this year, I'm almost the play, because he would be able to play that 4 position that like Randle's playing it right now. Well, a passing Melo. Man, he would be unstoppable in this offense. The way Tibbs is running this offense right now, he would be unstoppable. But I don't want to bring that M word up. I don't. Those days are gone.
Yeah.
But that. We just haven't had a team, a roster. Now we got a team, man. I knew Burks was going to be the man. I knew Rivers was going to be the man. I had no clue about Quickly, but I always thought Randle could get it together. I didn't realize coaching matters that much. So to see with a system and wait for 2 more years, all these draft picks. Now Leon Rose got to get these draft picks right, but because we're not winning no championship this year. I'm looking as a Knicks fan. I'm not resting until we win a championship. So I agree with you, Freezy. Let's get positive. Let's support all the platforms. Let's talk good while we 4-3. But the ultimate goal, we got to see a championship, man. I'm 50 years old. Been a fan since '83.
Bro, do you know, man? And listen, people have no idea what it's like for your team to win a championship. And basketball, this fan base don't know what it's like to win a championship in basketball. We was too young. We was too young when the Knicks won championships last time. You know what I'm saying? That's not our chip. That's like those are like our uncle's championships. You know what I'm saying? Those are like hey, you got a bow tie on?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's mad crispy too. Look at him. Oh, that's
go get that bag. Gotta go get that bag. There ain't no clip-ons neither. I don't clip them on.
Nah, man.
No clipboard.
Nah, man. Oh, you must be okay. Yeah, that's right. You did tell me that. I was going to call you. I was going to say you must be a Sigma. That's what. That's a story for another. That's a story for another day. I promise you, that's a story for another day. Hey, so Ed Santana, salute. Yeah, man. So this feeling I got, man, this feeling that I have, man, it's not like some kind of thing, like some kind of new thing I'm trying to impress people with. It's actually this joint, man. I'm trying to subdue it. I'm trying to tamp it down. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, energy is infectious, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm legit in a place where I'm like, yo, why do I need to hide and tamp down this energy? Why do I need to do that now? I don't need to do this no more.
But freeze. People have been down for so long that they don't know what to believe in. They don't. Hey,
Kev, let me.
You know what it's like? You know what it's like?
Let me do this for you, Kev.
Yeah.
Hey, Kev, let me do this for you. I forgot. Let me.
Uncle Benny. Uncle Benny.
That's a 6. That ain't no 6, you blind fool.
I got something in my eye. We'll get him out there, you blind. I ain't gonna beat you anymore.
You know what bothered me the most was when we added Tibbs, and then we added Rivers and Burks, and you knew,
right.
Well, the young guys just ain't gonna get no minutes. And when Knicks fans went crazy, talking about, oh, young fan, this ain't gonna work. Young guys not getting no minutes. Like, they really, I love Frank, but he said it's gonna be competition. That was only a 2-week camp. But you know, right. I that's where the Knicks fans are falling in love with the players and not the emblem, right. Like man says.
Yeah.
It's about the emblem. It's too many Knicks fans love players.
Absolutely.
And not not the emblem. And if they right. fall in love with the process, just sit back. That's what I'm loving the most is the process. They're like, well, Frank ain't playing, so I don't want them to win. You know,
that's ridiculous.
Knox ain't getting this thing
ridiculous.
Off. I don't want them to win.
Yeah.
You know?
That's ridiculous.
And at the top of our list should be RJ. He's the highest pick we've had since Patrick Ewing. Period.
Right. Yep, absolutely. At the end of the day, it's all about this. I mean, we've had favorite players on this team that have come and gone and everything. At the end of the day, it's about this logo. It's about this logo right here of who we are.
Right. Right.
I was the biggest. Right. I was the humongous. The biggest John Starks fan in the world. That was my favorite player. Once he got traded to Golden State, I was hurt, but I knew what was coming in. I knew what was coming in Latrell Sprewell, you know. And once he came back, and once Starks came back to the Garden, I was there. I was front row on an in basket seat, and I clapped him and everything. But he wasn't part of the team no more. It is about this right here. Is it about this right here? So
right, and so the point that I'm getting at is when it comes to sports loyalty and being in the moment with your sports team, I think it's you have to realize or go back to the reason why you like the sport in a team in the first place and try to stay closer to that moment than be closer to the moment of a bunch of letdowns.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You know, what's the reason why you like basketball? I like basketball. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? And then I have a team that in that sport. You know what I'm saying? I like that team. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, I ain't gonna lie to you. I remember my uncle came to me and was like, yo, you know we got Bill Cartwright yesterday. All we needed was a big man. And I'm like, we got Bill Cartwright? Because when you're a shorty, you don't understand all you know is winning and losing, basically. And so I was like, we got Bill Cartwright? He was like, yeah, we got caught right, man. That's all we needed was a big, all we needed was a center. Everybody got centers nowadays. And I didn't know that was like the start, like the golden age of this, like beginning of the golden age of centers. Like teams was legit trying to just draft centers or whatever. And so when we got Cartwright, I was like, yo, does that mean we're going to win a championship this year? And he's like, calm down. No, it don't mean we go win a championship this year, but it'll get us closer. You know what I'm saying? And so the reason why I say that is because I didn't focus on players impacting winning before that. Because I come from when I was little, when I was a shorty, the team was always good. So I didn't know if it was just an individual player. All I knew was the team. Like the newspaper would say Knicks win. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't say Clyde Frazier triple double, Clyde won. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say nothing like that. But anyway, I said that to get to the thing of my energy level getting up for certain things, and that's why I am right now. You know what I'm saying? The energy level is up because I legit feel like we in the best place we've been in 20 years.
Absolutely. Hey, let me ask you a question. So somebody in the SJ the third in the chat said, when I was talking about John Starks, he says, no John Starks for me. He ruined our chance in the 94 for a title. Okay, where he's entitled to his opinion. Everybody knew that. Yeah, we know that John Starks went 2 for whatever. All right, but
2 for 17.
2 for 17. But he's one of those players where we can A, forgive, and 2, give him a free pass because he brought that heart and that grit.
No, I'm gonna go even deeper. I'm gonna go even deeper, Kev.
Yeah.
Without John Starks, we're not in Game 7. That is the history.
Right.
When Pat when he took that team on his back, the 3 games previous to that, I blame that more on Riley. Yo, you're going to the same trick, and I guess because it's easy, because he's scoring from all over. Riley's then had to get the ball out of his hand after he went 2 for 8. Or one, it probably was 1 for 8 or 0 for 8. Riley had to switch the game plan because they weren't going to let him beat him. Houston Rockets weren't going to let Starks beat it. They finally stopped, said, you know what, we ain't going to double team you, and we're going to get out on Starks. And Starks kept trying to do what he did the last 3 games before. So Riley should have switched up the game. I never blamed Starks because to blame Starks is to say, well, I didn't want to be in Game 7. I didn't want him to carry us into the playoffs, deep into the championship. So it was Riley's fault. Riley needed to get the ball out of his hands. So and they just weren't old enough fans at that time. I was 22 years old. I was watching it like
you're 22. Yeah. I'm with you. I was 24. Yeah. But here's another thing with Starks. Game 6, if Hakeem Olajuwon does get his hands on his on the ball, on that shot, we're probably
this conversation is entirely different.
Yes.
This conversation is entirely different if Olajuwon don't get a fingernail. He didn't even get a fingertip like a fingernail on the ball.
Yes.
Man. Oh my God.
So, and another thing.
So that's just easy. It's just easy to blame Starks. You're not doing in-depth analysis, and that's how long I've been analyzing this team.
And here's another thing. You talk about Riley. I would have thrown in Rolando Blackman in there for a little bit, for a spell. If it was on that, he got no run during the whole thing. He got no run.
You know why? Because at that time, Rolando Blackman was washed. And Rolando Blackman tell that story like, yo, I was ready to go. If he put me in, I would have at least hit one of those shots Starks missed. Really, man? That's like the biggest stab in the back. You know what I'm saying? Because if the players and the coaching staff believed in you in practice, you would have been on the floor. There would have been no decision to make. Because if you had been showing anything, any type of life, he would have been like, yo, go spell Starks, because Starks is hurt with a grade 2 ACL sprain. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew Starks had a knee thing going on. And the team, the players didn't go. The players didn't go to the coaching staff and be like, "Yo, Starks ain't it right now, coach. Hey, let's get Blackman some of them minutes." The coaching staff, Thibodeau included, did not say, "You know what? Maybe we should give Blackman and Hubert Davis some of them minutes for Starks."
Davis got more run than him. Davis got more run than him. Hubert Davis got more run than him.
Right. This whole notion, Rolando Blackman, and I just don't like when people do stuff like that. I understand he felt like he was ready and he could have contributed. He could have contributed, right?
Yeah.
But how in the world the coaching staff look at you in practice every day and not even think about giving you minutes? Yeah. And then after Starks fail, then you like, I would have hit some of them shots.
What hurts the most for me, Kev, hold on. Before you answer one more question, I'm going to stay on this real quick. 30 seconds. Because remember your topic. What hurt the most for me is because I didn't know I would go from 22 years old to 50 years old, and the Knicks would only be relevant 3 more years, and that 26 years. That 28 years.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's why.
That's a fact.
That's I'm only looking for championships.
I'll roll that. Yeah, absolutely.
If it don't add up to a championship, I don't get excited one way or the other. It's been 28 years. Some of these people on the chat aren't even 28 years old. And that's why I know the internet really I had to learn the internet no more because I'm like, what are these people talking about?
Some of them were in grade school. Some of them were in grade school. So SJ the third again throws out something. He said 1999 Knicks were better. Okay, maybe offensively.
They were better than who?
Than that 94 team. That 94 team.
No. Time out.
Tell him.
Time out. So let's first of all, let's go over the revisionist history. That was a strike year. What did they play? 50-something games? I can't remember how many games. That was a strike year. So all you had to do was get hot in the bottle. And we caught Genie in the bottle. Now, don't get me wrong. Yep. Everybody said Sprewell and Houston will not be able to play together. Sprewell and Houston must have went somewhere and had an expensive steak dinner and said, let's prove the world wrong. Marcus Camby, give us one more year, blah, blah, blah. Hell, Ewing was on that team, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So we knew Pat was gone. We knew Pat was there.
Kirk freaking Thomas. So but
Sprewell in Houston, if Sprewell got it on the break, he wasn't stopping. He was going all the way to the hole. If we got into the half court set, well, you better find Allen Houston before he shoots your head off.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. I'm sorry. That 94 team was just something special for us. It really was, because that was a ride. That was a ride. That was a complete
the 99 year, we got so lucky. We got so many things to go our way in order for us to win the championship. We was a 8 seed that knocked off a 1 and made it all the way to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Against the team. And what people forget is when we were making it through that gauntlet of teams, player after player was getting hurt. Larry Johnson.
Man. Ewing.
Larry Johnson was hurt. Pat Ewing was hurt playing on a bad Achilles.
Yes.
Man, and so there's a bunch of stuff going on. But that 94 team, Pat was in his bag. Pat was about the best Pat to possibly get. Starks was the best version of Starks that we had seen.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, it wasn't just 94. It was from 91 to 94. They gave us mad years. I'm sorry.
Well,
that's what I'm about to say. I was actually going to say 92 to 94, but 91 to 94 is about the same.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing that's going to get your blood boiling. So SJ the third says the 99 Knicks had more grit for a short season. Yeah, exactly. I'm saying the same thing.
But I'm gonna take his qualifier for a short season. I don't know if they could have did it over a longer season because it took them. Remember, they just threw that team together. So that was a team
and they weren't that good during Van Gundy's first few games and everything. The Post and the Daily News were killing him.
Yeah.
We're killing him. But back to that 94 season, 93, 94, I kind of knew because we were really rolling until that first regular season with season game against Houston. That's when I was like, okay, I really don't want to play these guys, in the finals. And sure enough, everything went the way that Elijah Wan and Ewing were going to collide. They both, met up and everything, like that.
Right.
And then
didn't Jordan take them out a couple times too, Houston? At least once?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Jordan took him out. So they saw the Knicks, and when they saw Jordan out on the other side, they was like, man, we better win now if we're gonna get any.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the thing about it also, so we go 7 games. First off, New Jersey beat us, New Jersey Nets back at that time. They beat us 3 out of the 4 games during the regular season, and then we just, ran amok on the first round. So we take care of New Jersey. Then we have a 7-game series against the Bulls, who we should have swept if Derek Harper didn't get kicked out of game 4 and game 5 and everything. But that's another story. We didn't anticipate Indiana being that big of a threat to us. They took us to game 7, and it took Ewing over the top over everybody to to win that game, and then that just led us into Hakeem and us and New York and everything. That was a fun year. I'm sorry, that was a really, really, really fun year, man. I had a blast with that. I had a real blast
and people forget, man. The 2 teams that met in the finals were not even the best 2 teams. And so I think New York was probably the best team, but offensively, I think the Atlanta Hawks was the most impressive looking team. Like the Atlanta Hawks at that time looked like they could not be stopped at that time, right?
Yeah,
but if you remember,
that's right. Yeah.
But if you remember in the West, we thought it could have been either the San Antonio Spurs or the Seattle Supersonics in '94.
Yes,
remember
because the Sonics had the best record. The Sonics had the best record.
Right.
Seattle had the best record.
Right.
Yep.
And the Phoenix Suns had just come off of the NBA Finals the year before. So now you like all these teams out west, and the team that navigated the car crash the best was the Houston Rockets. You know what I'm saying? Because Seattle got knocked off by Denver. Remember Mutombo them knocked off Denver? Knocked off
yes, absolutely. That was another fun team. Go ahead. Go ahead.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
It was a lot. Hey, Mo, what's good, man?
Hey, Josh, tell them how hard it is to be a Knicks and a Mets fan. It's tough, man. It's hard out here for a pet.
Man.
At least one organization is, trying to make an upswing,
hey, guess what, Kevin? You know what? Because they have a new owner, but I'm not even going to go there. We're not even going to go there today.
Yeah.
Talk about buying the championship in the MLB. We're about to start buying some championships, baby. But let's move on to the Knicks.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so because when you're doing the parade, it don't matter. People don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? People don't care about who bought what. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but my energy.
Speaking of buying championships as a Yankee fan.
What'd you say, Josh?
Josh, let's let that go. Let's let that go this morning. Let's let that go, Josh. Let's move on.
I'm torn. I'm not even. Anyway. Hey, Josh, I gotta ask you a question. And Freeze, I don't know if you saw this on Twitter. Josh, what were you going back and forth with about the whole celebrity thing with MSJ?
So basically the Knicks Twitter was going off yesterday. Yesterday was an off day, so there really wasn't no game to really talk about. But everyone was going off, the Knicks hype train, this and that. And basically, there's a lot of people on Twitter who feel like Spike Lee, Charles Oakley, Michael Rappaport are basically not Knicks fans anymore. That they sold us out by going to the media, X, Y, and Z. And I just made a post on Twitter saying that these guys are still Knicks fans. I didn't mention Michael Rappaport. That's a little bit different because he had the Nets jersey on.
Yeah.
And he actually went on TV and was like, I'm done with them. I'm done with them. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can understand his frustration, I never would have went there.
Right.
But Spike Lee been coming to Knicks games for forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Spike Lee was the one that in the movies, and She's Gotta Have It, had the audacity to say that Bernard King was better than Larry Bird. This dude's been repping the Knicks since day one when he was a shorty sleeping into the Garden. There's no way anyone can ever say that Spike Lee is not a Knicks fan anymore. I don't care what he did and what gripes he has against James Dolan. Okay? And as far as Oakley, I already know how I feel about that situation. I'm on Oak's side 100%. This guy gave his blood, sweat, and tears. But these teams that we got, y'all was just talking about.
Well, here's the thing. I believe it takes. I know you. I mean, Oakley, tells it like it is, and we have been trash. I'm not denying that we have been trash. But I think that night. I think something else had to have happened for him to be taken out like that. I honestly believe that. And with him doing that, it just started a forest fire of people that are on Oak's side and people that didn't want the attention from the media. Pretty much. It's like, oh, here we go again, something, we got this, going on. And I will say, I heard on another podcast, Knicks Fan TV, I was on, hearing that when he was interviewed by them. I mean, when they interviewed Oakley, he did not seem in his right mind when he did that interview. So that's why I question the truthfulness in Oakley. That's why I'm kind of, it's kind of suspect for me. But now, wait. So then you speed forward to what happened with Spike. I'm with you. Spike Lee is the number one Knicks fan of all celebrities, pretty much. He is that guy. I don't know what happened between that. I might tend to believe what Spike is saying, but when I see it from both sides of a he said, she said. Okay. But as far as Oakley, after listening to that interview with Knicks Fan TV, I kind of find it suspect. I really do, because he was slurring his words and everything. So that's why I'm going with that.
So here's the thing: like, we don't know what happened, right? We're just reading what the media said and what the Knicks put out there and what these guys have went to the media. I'm not even talking about all of that. Forget about all of that. We don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing that I'm really concerned about as far as the Knicks and the organization is what happened afterwards. It could have been handled so many different ways. Like, you don't want to put that image out there. You know what I'm saying? So everyone can see that, especially national media and everything like that. That's not something you want to do. So that was the biggest problem that I had with the way the Knicks handled the situation. It could have happened just the way the Knicks said it happened. But at the end of the day, you got to handle that situation differently. And no other organization in their right mind would do what the Knicks did.
So can I offer a contrast?
By security on TV. They could have went. They could have spoke to him like, Charles, let's go talk for a second. Blah 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 blah. Same thing with Spike Lee. They could have spoke to him. You know what I'm saying? And told them, next time you do it this way. Blah blah blah. And it would have been different. But having an altercation, you got to handle it different. It's a $1 billion business.
Yeah.
So
okay.
can I offer a contrast?
Yeah. Go ahead, Gatto. Go ahead.
Because some of your favorite organizations has dysfunction behind the scenes. Some of your favorite brands. We don't know how Pepsi. We don't know what Pepsi execs are doing. Our favorite soda. Not going to stop me from drinking Pepsi. So I'm just wondering how Dolan handles the behind-the-scene business. why does that impact the play on the court? Like we're 4-3. I only got Twitter because of Freezy and Legion. They said they got to communicate. That's how they could find me to communicate with me, right? If it wasn't for Freezy saying you got to get on Twitter and follow the page, I wouldn't even have Twitter, so I wouldn't know about this conversation you're talking about. What does that have to do with the product on the floor? And what if we're 4-3 now? Go ahead.
This type of now we're 4-3. You know, everyone is saying that the Knicks have turned the page on that, and I totally understand that, and they probably have. But what I'm saying is that type of behavior affected our ability to get free agents, because all you've heard throughout the years is not only the Knicks are being bad on the court, but the way the organization is run, that free agents don't want to come here. Kevin Durant said a lot of these guys have been saying. I'm telling you what they said.
There's some truth to that.
This is not me. This is what they're saying.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
There's some truth to that.
It's widely reported that. It's widely reported that that's the case. So that's why that stuff is important. And people are criticizing the media, saying the media, you know, they shouldn't be criticizing the Knicks as much. Okay, I'll concede that. But the last thing that I'm gonna say about this is that anytime you watch TV or you deal with sports, they don't just talk about what happens on the court or on the field. They talk about a lot of stuff that happens outside of that, because ultimately that stuff affects the play on the court or on the field.
I would say that the main reason why, like, guys, we don't get guys like Kevin Durant, we don't get guys like LeBron James when they're available, is because we're bad at team building. We've always had bad team building.
I'll go for that too.
These are guys that, like, they're 26, they're 27. They need to make the right move. Taking a chance on New York just because it might be very, like, you know, lucrative doesn't mean is not the smartest thing to do. You have to make the safest bet to secure that bag, because you don't know what's going to happen. So you got to secure the bag and you got to secure your legacy. So you got to go to a Miami. You got to go to a Golden State. It's not about James Dolan. Yo, these boys don't care. They don't care about that stuff. They don't care about, like, as long as you're paying me, as long as you're putting me in a situation where I can win, that's all I care about. So that's why I'm excited.
And that's why
let him finish.
When like we're successful this year, hopefully, God willing, when we're successful and we make the playoffs or the play-in, whatever, and we show, like, Kawhi is going to be a real thing. It's going to be a real situation, because his situation in the Clippers right now is not, like, I know y'all don't like Kawhi, but, like, his situation with the Clippers, that team is not built well to win. But the Knicks might be built better to win as opposed to the Clippers at this moment. That's the reason why he would. But it's not about James Dolan. He don't care one bit about James Dolan.
No, but I think it's everything. I think it's the totality of everything, like you said. I think it's the organ, not just the media stuff and all of that. Let's put that to the side. Forget about all of that. Because
Kevin, I don't know why you started this conversation back.
I don't even know.
Well, I want to hear Freezy and everybody else's. Yeah.
But hold on. But Cash, let me 5-second interruption.
How the organization is built. We currently have a front office. We currently have a coach, and we have a development structure. We have everything in place. Now things are starting to get better because it's everything. It's not just the media stuff. That's not the only thing that was wrong with the Knicks. It was a lot of stuff. How we draft, how we develop players, players that we put on the roster. It's everything. So I'm not saying it's just the media and all of that. No, it's not.
Hey, Josh, I want to recognize the chat. Comment of the morning. This guy is talking about dysfunction, and he got on the Mets hat. Woo!
That's what I'm talking, like, bro. Come on, bro. I like that yesterday.
The irony of it all.
I'm miserable right now. I'm miserable.
So I just wanted to interject something real quick, man, just to make sure my feet are on planet Earth, right? Kawhi Leonard ain't coming here. No, free agents don't come anymore.
Listen.
What do we even talk about, Mo? Free agents ain't coming here like that. And when you already have a star.
Yeah, and remember.
Embrace
get another one.
Yeah,
we got the money.
And remember this.
So Luther Vandross said, if you can't love the one you want, love the one you with. Right?
Absolutely.
But you can add another one. If you can add another one, why not?
Here's the thing.
All be in love. What's wrong with that?
Here's the thing with Kawhi. He didn't go to Toronto. He got traded to Toronto. And once he won his championship, he was out. And I think he's probably still would have been out if they didn't win that championship either. I don't think he was staying in Toronto.
Absolutely.
You know,
yep, you're right.
That's another thing, you know, like that. Hey guys, I got to get off. I got another Zoom meeting and everything. So let's get this win tonight. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out because after Utah got walloped by the Nets last night, it's going to be interesting how they respond and how we counteract.
We're the best team in New York. I don't care what happened with Brooklyn.
Yeah, I know. I don't care either. I don't care either. But Utah is Utah's on the docket. So we got to take care of
the best team in New York. I don't care nothing about no Brooklyn and what they do.
Too spicy. Breezy is too much. That's too much, man.
All right, guys. Take care, y'all. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody. Love y'all. Take care. All right.
You a little too spicy though, Freezy. Like that's a lot. There's a lot of energy you put in there.
Hey, Nas wrote a song for me called Spicy. He was like, yo, this for Uncle Freezy.
Spicy. I watched that boy Donovan Mitchell last night. We're gonna have a handful tonight. He's like bounce back type player, and he plays like an absolute bull with handles. So we're gonna have to stay on him, and then they take him off the ball and put Joe Ingles on the ball. When Joe Ingles got the ball, we got to get on him because he's just smooth. We got a lot of work to do. They run this downhill where they start Gobert at the top of the block, and then the guard pushes his way all the way to the hole, and you got to pick a poison. Is you gonna stop the guard or is you gonna stop the lob from? So we got a lot to do tonight. We got a lot to do tonight. So maybe
I've seen that play before. I saw that set before. I see that set all the time.
They got shooters on both sides too.
You see that set with the New York Knicks, as you gonna say?
Jared Allen torched Rudy Gobert last night.
Jared Allen torched him. And what you call it did his thing some too. DeAndre Jordan.
But if
the Knicks had them a young bouncy big that catches a lot of lobs, we'd be straight. Oh wait a minute.
We do have the best center in the city.
I've been waiting for Knicks to have a big game. You ever have that game that I want to see? I want to see that game. Well, I'm talking about against somebody like Rudy Gobert. That's what I mean, like somebody like that. You know what I mean? I want to see him have that type of performance. We've been waiting for it. Thibodeau said he thinks, Knicks has a lot of upside and X, Y, and Z. So let's see. I'm going to see where it is.
Well, what I'm trying to explain, it won't be all Mitch's fault tonight. Those guards our guards got to stop the point of attack. Because if we don't stop the point of attack, that's going to force Mitch to come and help. We can't give layups up. This is still New York. We can't give layups up. And that's where Gobert comes sneaking behind Mitch and where Mitch can't get a body on him. That is one of the most plays that I'm worried about, or one of the biggest sets that I'm worried about. Their guards just bullying our guards to the hole and Gobert coming behind so they have multiple options, kick out for threes. We got to stop the point of attack tonight.
I think another key for us is like we got to be able to take advantage of that Julius Randle mismatch we're gonna have like Derek Favors guarding him or like Royce O'Neal. Like, so it's like if you have Derek Favors on you just need to use your speed, get to the bucket as soon as possible. Post up. I want to see more post ups out of Julius. Like when he has little guys on him, he just needs to like straight up just get it and just body him. Like seriously, like you just need to like bully guys on the block. Like it's bully.
I don't think Julius' strength is a back to the basket kind of player. I think he's more of a face up kind of dude. And then once he makes his move, then he'll get in and he'll try to back up. And I don't think he's like best with his back to the basket.
But Julius has a really good like hook shot. Like when that one dribble hook shot through the lane. Like I think he's really good at that, and he also has the body to be able to bang down low. Like he could like. There's so much more of his game to grow. Like, yeah, he needs to get better with his back to the basket game. But he's already like people already like compared him to Zach Randolph like 3 years ago. Like, so like he has that kind of like reputation, like, and he can score in the post.
So he does. He just doesn't. He doesn't score. You don't see him really bang, 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 and spin to the rim. He bang, bang, bangs and spins to the middle. But I gotta give it to him. That boy's hands around. He has some of the softest touch around the rim in the league, man. He has really soft, high arch, but he does. He was taking John Collins behind last week. He really was. He got about 4 or 5. Then he did one of his spin moves one time.
Wait a minute. Hey, leading the Knicks podcast. Leading the Knicks podcast is mighty cordial towards ghetto intellect. What's happening? Hey, leading the Knicks. You trying to poach my man? I see you in the chat. Like, yo, ghetto intellect, make sure you correct everybody. Ghetto intellect, you the smartest. Hey, what's going on? You caught my co-host. What's happening? Yo, that was mad slick. That was slick. I see you, dog. He like when Mo
said Julius Randle gets most of his points. He said Julius Randle gets most of his points in the post, which I mean, regardless, Julius Randle's a face-up kind of player. He'll take it, and then he'll take you off the dribble. That's what Julius Randle does. And then he'll do the spin move, which Legion Knicks always complains about. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Nah, man.
Wait, what?
I see what he's saying because Julius Randle is more of a right now is more of a face-up guy that can handle,
right?
Can
That's
pass
what I'm saying.
And it has good passing vision. And you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and can create his own shot and all of that. So I get it. I get that part of it. The fact that he needs to take advantage of his mismatch. I was going to the fact that he's 250 doesn't necessarily make him a back to the basket player because he's a more fluid of an athlete than what people give him credit for.
For sure.
His size.
For sure. But like he has the ability to do both. That's what
he does. He does, yep.
The problem is with their teams are taking that away because you're right. If he face up against play, he's faster than almost every 4 and 5 in the NBA. He is super quick.
Right.
But Josh, what they've been doing this year is when he faces up, they run the double team at him. Then that takes him completely out. If he backs in, and what he's been doing a little more, that's what me and Legion are saying, and Freezy is saying, I know you with us, Freeze. If he backs up more, he can see the double team better. And they're slower to double team because they know he's going to pass out quick. So that's the only difference. He does want to go to his face up and blow by. But then once he faces up, they run another man right at him to try to trap him. And so that's harder for him to get the pass out. So they've been putting his back on the basket because then obviously he can see the double team quick. And if somebody doubles, then the man slides and he kicks out for throw.
Exactly.
Right. And it doesn't matter on what side of the court he can make the pass to you if you're open with either hand. So and that's something that's more of a guard skill than a power forward skill. So the fact that Julius Randle can do it from any position on the floor makes him more of a weapon in that offense. That's why you see those assist totals that are higher. Like you saw him the other night was moving to his right and made a right-handed pocket pass, a bounce pocket pass to RJ Barrett, who was cutting to the basket from the wing. Your power forwards don't have the ability to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that power forwards do. But Julius Randle can do it with either hand, which is kind of, in that skill set that he has. So.
And like another thing that I like is that he has like an array of moves that he could use to get into a mid-range jump shot. Like that's just like so amazing. Like I knew that he had it, but I didn't know that he was so efficient at it.
Yeah,
like,
now it's starting to show. And
he's like able to catch the ball and just like rise right away in the mid-range, which is
his hesitation is sick.
Yeah.
His hesitation is sick, especially when the guy's scared they're gonna get by him. He pull up. Julius Randle got some of the best handles on the team.
That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Right. That's crazy.
Right. And then something too though that we didn't notice last year is when Julius Randle tried to do some of this stuff last year, we didn't necessarily have the right complement of players to play with Julius Randle. And I ain't about to say that I'm a Juliet. I'm not on the Julius. I like Julius Randle, but I'm not a part of the Julius Randle fan base. Right? Y'all know I'm a Barretier. Y'all know.
And you call him the Juliet?
Yeah,
yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good.
That's their name. That's the name that they claim. They claim that name. I'm just rocking. I'm just trying to show them
do better. Respect. They got to do better.
I'm just showing
you talk about Paul.
I'm just showing them
if you call yourself a Juliet, I'm telling you big time Paul.
Come on, bro. Like, yeah, seriously.
No, I'm just using proper protocol. A protocol has been established. I'm just going by what they say. You know what I'm saying? They say call them Juliet.
Nah, I'm not gonna want to join that club. Like, come on now. What's up?
I mean, dog. I mean, what's more Pauls than Frankers? I mean, come on. And the Frankers love it. The Frankers love it.
They might as well call themselves the Glizzies. They might as well call themselves the Glizzies.
Unbelievable. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, but anyway, what I'm getting at is this. The fact that Julius Randle is doing some of this stuff this year and was trying to do some of that stuff last year should be more of an indictment of the cats that he was playing with last year and not an indictment on Julius Randle's performance as a whole last year. And I know what people will say is, well, that turnover went to Julius Randle. And I'm like, okay, I dig that. Right. But so he wanted to do some of this stuff last year, and guys would half rump cut to the basket. Cats would catch the ball in the corner for three and not be ready to shoot. He passed it to the corner, and it'd be non-shooters, and all the blame goes on Julius Randle. And I'm just saying, at some point, man, we got to blame others too. You know, this breakout by Julius Randle this year is some Thibodeau, some Julius Randle, but I believe it also has something to do with the roster being upgraded.
Yep.
I think Elfrid's gonna be our new fall guy. Like I think if like there's nothing, what else we gonna do? Like our point guard can't shoot. Like
Bullock is playing worse than Elfrid. For real.
But
people hate Elfrid Payton. Like Elfrid Payton can oh man, there's nothing Elfrid Payton can do that can be right. You know
and it's not 100% fair.
Like when he gets a bucket, it's not exciting. You know, it's like,
bro, the only thing that Elfrid Payton can do for Uncle Freezy is show me where Emmanuel Quickly is at. That's the only thing Elfrid Payton can do for me is show me where Emmanuel Quickly is at. That's the only thing he can do for me.
And keep on mentoring him.
I think it's it would be worth Elfrid Payton if he had that thing still flopping around on his head when he came in the league.
He'd probably be a little better. He'd probably be a little better, like a little bit more like fun to watch. Probably, I don't know.
You think so? Oh no,
it's nothing. The guy, it looks so dry. He looks like he's not excited to be there. Like he knows what it is, and it's like he is what he is, and he knows who he's gonna be. So we all know who he's gonna be. So like, hey, here we are. Like,
here's the problem.
7.
Here's the problem. They cut Elfrid Payton, and they re-signed him. So I can't be mad at a man that just accepted the contract that was provided to him. He took less money, and all he does is go to practice, show up for the games, and the coach says you're starting. So you know, at some point y'all gotta look higher than Elfrid Payton for the pain and suffering. But when Elfrid Payton plays well, we're in every game. Every game he plays well, we have a chance to win. So I'm going with that.
I like Elfrid Payton. I always have. You know what I'm saying? I know he, you know, a lot of times he wasn't performing well, but I always knew at some point Elfrid Payton was gonna, you know, be who he is, like an average point guard, NBA point guard. You know, we definitely needed to upgrade that point guard, that's for sure. But I always liked him. Like, remember last season when Buddy from Memphis shot the 3 at the end of the game? Payton was the one that was ready to, you know, that was ready to put hands on him. You know what I'm saying? It was Payton that was one that was defending the team. So I like Payton. I like you know his game. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
Yeah, he's a middle of the pack NBA player. That's just what it is, man. Like
every team needs that. Every team needs that.
I mean, like I don't hate him. I just don't I don't enjoy seeing him 30 minutes a game. That's all.
I don't want to.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I don't want to glitch over this guy all night because, you know, I don't know if y'all saw the podcast yesterday. You know, my hardest part of playing the Utah Jazz is watching Donovan Mitchell and know, because you could say, oh, you didn't know about Donovan Mitchell. The fact that Phil worked him out and fell asleep, I can't get over that because I cannot express where this team would be if Donovan we would be talking deep into the playoffs with with a point guard like him. To me, he is the prototype point guard that every team should have. When you see him tonight, what he doing? I know y'all know him. I watched him last night, man. He bullied his way to the hole a couple times and had handles. Just wasn't their night. The Nets was just on fire. But yeah, man, this guy is a perennial all-star, and he will make all-NBA before long, man. He'll just stay on that all-NBA list. He just got what it takes, barring injury.
He like Dwayne Wade, like with a little Derrick Rose, like, and a little bit of whatever he does on his own. Like it's crazy, man.
Like, Delano still salute to Delano still in the chat. He's like, my God, man, are you kidding me about life and Payton? No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. I like him. He's old school. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna go out there and get you 20 points or even 10 points some nights. But he battled. You know what I'm saying? He just offensively is not his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy when he scores some points, but he's your middle of the road point guard. He's not gonna go out there and like dominate. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I think it's all right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, I like Emmanuel quickly better, but for what he is, for what his contract is, absolutely, I'll take what Payton brings on a night-in, night-out basis. And his connection with Julius Randle, you can't discount that either. So.
I just know, like, if we make like an 8th seed and he's playing, like, he's just gonna be the reason why we lose.
You think so?
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah,
like that's just what it is. Like in a playoff series, like your weak spots are just gonna get exposed, and he's going to be the weak spot. Like that's just what it is.
The guard play for sure, 100%. The guard play is gonna be our downfall. But think about it like this. So people are upset. Oh, Elfrid Payton is this. Elfrid Payton is that. They couldn't really get anybody else. They crapped out in free agency, and they might crap out again this year. So we got to stick to who we have. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of a trade, which everyone in the history of the world knows, I wanted to make a trade for Westbrook, but I'm not gonna go there with that. That's who we have. So I'm gonna stick with the players that we have. You know what I'm saying? Payton, Randle, who everybody was criticizing, Kevin Knox, I'm sticking with him too, and RJ Barrett. That's our guy, and I expect more from RJ. So I'm sticking with our guys.
I'm not gonna be able to allow the chat to say that Payton is a bottom of the tier point guard when he's been top 5 anytime he's gotten significant minutes in assists to turnover ratio. He just doesn't score, and he'll shoot wild percentages from the field. But he's also highly rated for his defense on bigger guards. And tonight we get to put him on. I hope we don't put him on Joe Ingles. I hope we put RJ on Joe Ingles, and I hope we put Payton on. Donovan, so he could body his behind up, man. But our matchups tonight at the guard, I'm calling it now. That's what's going to be important for us to win the game because that'll take Gobert out.
So my thing about Elfrid Payton's defense is like you like he's supposed to, like, his reputation is as a good defender, but like the way he comes around screens this year is not like there's not enough energy. Like there's not like when he's going under a screen, it's like what's going on? Like what, like he's not going around with enough energy that like because he's not you can't, if you can't shoot, I feel like you need to play with more energy on defense. I don't think he does that. That's it.
I mean, but here's the pretty decent.
I can't believe we talking about Elfrid Payton like this. I can't believe we talking about Elfrid Payton.
You gotta give us a better topic to talk about. Oh, I saw something in the chat. White Falcon 44 said trade.
Oh, watch him.
Trade.
Watch him.
he said trade Julius for Harden.
No, watch it. No, don't. We're not. I love White Falcon, but he is one of the biggest trolls in the chat. That's my homie. He should be up for Nick Chatter award all the time, but we will not cover his topics.
But now, hold on. Hey, Julius for Harden. Would you trade Julius?
See, you laughing. You can't even take that shit.
Hey, you know this. I ain't even pay you no attention. Hey, Mo, I ain't
He
even
made
pay
me
no
curse.
attention.
White Falcon made me curse, and y'all know I never curse. White Falcon is my homie. I love that. He talk about let's talk. See how you got him going? He like let's talk. First of all, let's be clear. There's a reason Julius Harden. Julius Harden. There's a reason James Harden. See what you did? There's a reason James Harden is still on the Rockets. No one could see themselves trading for $40+ million in salary and giving up multiple first-round picks. Because that's what we did with Melo. God bless Melo, man. He came here. I played his heart out. I'm not saying nothing's Melo's fault. I'm just saying that the timing was wrong. And I'm just scared if Kawhi comes here, the timing's not right with the team. If Harden comes here, the timing's not right with the team. And could you imagine giving up all these picks? It don't work out with Harden. And then we're like, here we go again. We got no cap space because we got all this $40+ million salary. We got no draft picks. We'll be stuck again in 10 more years of rebuilding. Knicks fans, you gotta be patient. Our process is better than the Sixers process, and the NBA had to step in and stop the Sixers process. At least we're trying to be a 500 team.
Okay, let's not trade away assets, but like in free agency, if that man Kawhi is available, come on, Ghetto. Like let's get on the same page.
Hey, Kawhi Leonard is not coming here. What are you saying? What are you saying? Why do we beating his dad? That horse is dead.
Freezy, why wouldn't he though?
Why wouldn't he come to New York?
Yeah, Freezy said he's not coming. I'm curious as to the reason and why.
Yeah,
I mean, I know in the past why not.
I feel like you want to debate me. Hey, G.I., you know the rules to the debate? You know the debate rules, sir. Right?
It's 1 minute rounds is something you got to deal with.
That's all I was asking.
Josh don't want the smoke? You want the smoke, Josh?
No, listen. The Knicks got the money to sign anybody that they want. They got all the cap space in the world. And I know the reason why they couldn't get a free agent before, but I just want to know why not now? Because right now they got everything. They got the team structure, the organization. It seems to be in place.
You know where he coming at. You know what he's trying to get to.
So you know what, Freeze? This your food. Let me let you eat.
I'm good. I'm a pass on that question.
I want in.
Okay.
First of all, Kawhi was specific about wanting to be in LA, wanting to be with his family. You see his personality. He knows his personality won't fit in New York. And I'm going to be honest. I trust the front office. The front office is not going to broker the future of this team. They would rather get their young players from CAA and Kentucky than spend. They could have outbid for Gordon Hayward. I know he would have loved to be here. If that
would have been an awful pickup. But I'm gonna
exactly. But they're not going to spend $100+ million on a player that doesn't fit their timeline, and they'd rather keep Julius for 30 than bring. It's just they still trust their ability to draft players. They didn't stack all these players, all these draft picks to go out and sign a big time free agent. They would care less. People who want free agents care less about draft picks. I just don't. And it's going to be the right free agent at the right time. And there's not many out there. There's not many. I'm done. There's not many young free agents out there. Kawhi is just not young. But go ahead. That's my piece.
Okay. So let me crush this argument right now. For anybody to ever think that a superstar hampers your development, that is absolutely wrong. Kawhi Leonard is a championship player. NBA championship finals MVP winning player, all-star MVP player. He will not hamper this team. In fact, he will enhance this team. In free agency, you're not giving up anything for him. It's just a straight-up contract that you have to sign. The Knicks have the cap space to do it. Why save all that cap space then if you don't want to go sign anybody? I don't understand. What was the purpose of saving all that cap space? Trading away Porzingis. What was the purpose of that? You can still have Kawhi Leonard on your team, or any superstar for that matter, and have your young guys build around him, especially Kawhi Leonard, who plays defense. With Thibodeau, he plays defense. He's one of the best defenders in the game. A two-way wing. Put him with R.J. Barrett. That's not scary to y'all?
First of all, Kawhi ain't going for playing 30.
And Randle, R.J. Randle, and Kawhi?
First of all, Kawhi ain't going for playing 34 minutes a night. You can forget that. He ain't doing that. So it's just, I'm not saying don't get free agents. I'm just saying these 30-plus-year-old free agents with this team right now doesn't make a lot of sense. That's all I'm saying. And Kawhi absolutely don't make sense. He's going to stay as far away from Tibbs as he can because he know daggone well if I'm looking halfway healthy, Tibbs, they not. You want to get a player playing $40 million who demands to be what are they calling this new thing now? Load management. I ain't never heard 94. You ain't never heard of. It's just not my style. No. So I'm probably just anti-Kawhi. And the other thing is, ever since I prayed for LeBron James in 2010, I stopped looking for anybody else, Superman, to come through that. So I'm a cynic.
I understand that. I understand that, and I totally get where Knicks fans are coming from. They want the whole team, experience. Like I said, in the history of the Knicks, they've only had 2 or 3 guys that have been the man on the team, and we're talking back to 1946. The Knicks always have been that team-oriented organization that have always been devoid of a star. Okay, so I understand where you're coming from, and I understand that you don't really rock with the load management thing. But to me, in today's NBA, you have to have that guy. You have to have that guy, and I'm not depending on Kawhi Leonard to come here. Freezy, like you said, I don't. You really don't expect it to happen. The Knicks really haven't been able to get anybody, but they got the money. Why save $70 million in cap space?
Not coming here. He ain't coming here. Well, I don't get it.
I understand, but why save $70 million? Why save the $70 million in cap space if you're not going to be aggressive in free agency?
Because what we want to do. Look at Tweaky White just come on here like. hold
on. Tweaky White smoked them cigarettes to the bud, bro.
Yeah, hey man, they must be $30 a pack or something.
Nah,
what's good, Tweaky?
I got the plug for 10. Good. Nah, we should go after Bagley. He'll be a good fit to take some load off of Randle.
We're Bagley gonna play center or power forward?
Power forward. What is he, a center or power forward?
I think he's playing both right now. He
could play power forward. He move around. He can shoot. That's what we should go after. We don't need Kawhi. Kawhi is out of the equation because of his age.
What?
Yeah, he's too old.
What?
He's not gonna win with us.
Hold on. Let me look something up real quick.
All right, so why y'all doing that? I'm gonna just say this, man.
Kawhi Leonard's 29 years old.
29, and by the time we're ready to win, he's gonna be in his 30s.
So what the? I don't get it.
So okay, all right.
We're a team that moves the ball.
He couldn't even win with Paul George and a bunch of other vets. And you think he's just going to win with the Knicks in the toughest division? The East is tougher than the West.
Championships. We have 2 in our history. He's a two-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP. What are y'all talking about?
All right, let me say this: if Kawhi carries the Clippers to the championship this year, then I'm going to say, you know what? You was dead right, Josh. Let's throw the bag at him. If he don't carry the championship,
anyone.
Oh, now he don't got to win now. He don't got to.
Good. Yo, so here's the thing about Kawhi Leonard. It don't matter. It don't matter if his name is Kawhi Leonard or if his name is John Morant. If John Morant was available this summer, was a free agent this summer. It don't matter if his name was Zion Williamson was available this summer. It don't matter if his name is Kevin Durant. If his name is LeBron James, they are not coming here. Why? I don't know why we can't get that dog. How many times over the last 30 years have we been burned? What superstar free agent signs here? The only two that I can count in the last 30, 40 plus years is Amari Stoudemire, Carmelo, who re-signed after being traded here, and Marvin Webster. Who else leaves their team to come to New York?
Hey, look,
Sprewell, you forgot Spree.
I'm gonna put Ron Cleveland. We got a new organization. We got a new front office. We got a new coach. Like y'all bring all of this stuff up about having a new organization and all of that when everything is better, when it's not good. But
don't forget Sprewell.
Same thing.
Crazy. Don't forget Sprewell.
Those circumstances were different.
Sprewell wasn't a superstar.
Yeah, but he picked the Knicks.
Those circumstances were different, though.
But he picked the Knicks.
Superstar. Sprewell wasn't a superstar. He was
what?
He was good with the Knicks. He was good, very good.
Spree was a superstar. All right, we're gonna forget that Tweaky.
Sprewell was superstar with the Knicks. What's going on, yo?
Okay. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though. What superstar even gave the Knicks an interview in the last 20 years? Think about that. What superstar actually came to New York and was like, "Yo, I'll sit down and listen to y'all's pitch"?
Zero.
The only one you can even recall is LeBron James, and it went so terrible that nobody else even gave us an interview after that. LaMarcus Aldridge, when he was leaving Portland, he was like, the Knicks don't deserve no interview from me. LaMarcus Aldridge, dog. We talking about LaMarcus Aldridge. We not talking about Tim Duncan. We talking about LaMarcus Aldridge. When Tim Duncan was leaving San Antonio, when he had the contract in front of him to sign with Orlando, he didn't even give us an interview. Tim Duncan was like, "Nah, no, thank you." No,
Crazy.
thank you.
I think there's a difference.
We dodged the bullet with Aldridge.
Hey,
Crazy.
Paris Duggar. Melo came here, but he was traded here and re-signed here for more money than other teams can offer. Carmelo got that. Look, Carmelo, we gave away everything for Carmelo just to get him. And then when it came time for free agency, we gave him every drop of money we could possibly give him and a no trade clause.
But he did tell Denver he only wanted to come here though. So he did that we were one of, it wasn't like Denver just called around and we gave the best offer. Melo said, "I'm not going to re-sign with anybody else that you trade me to." So those teams was not going to give up all what we gave up in the draft. But I'm gonna leave that at that. I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna shut up.
So I think there's a difference in that. I mean,
okay.
My bad. I'm sorry. I think there's a difference between wanting someone to come here and what can realistically happen. Knicks fans, I think Knicks fans do not want to have that superstar player here. They want to play more of a team by committee, type of basketball team, just like back in '94. Well, you went with the guy, but still, it was all about team basketball. The way the guys are playing now, we're kind of devoid of a star right now. You know what I mean? And we're winning by playing the team style of basketball. If you look back in the '70s, those early championships, yeah, we had Clyde, we had Willis, but at the same time, that was one of the best team-oriented basketball teams of all time. No pun intended, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what Knicks fans want, and we're so used to not having a star here that we can't really see ourselves with one.
We have
so.
Right now,
Go ahead, Tweaky.
we have a star. Randall's not a star.
Yeah, let's not. We ain't gonna do that today. I agree.
I'm trying to get them to embrace this. If you can't love the one, if you can't have the one you want, love the one you with.
Bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. And let me say something else too about the CBA. The CBA, the small market team, if they signed a good player, they knew they was only keeping them through their rookie contract. Go back and look at all the players that left small market teams for big market teams. So the small market teams was like, why do I keep why do I want to stay in the NBA if I'm the great? Look, there's no way. Look what the Greek Freak did for Minnesota. I mean, not Minnesota, Milwaukee. The team was worth $200 to $300 million when they drafted him. They're not $1 billion because of keeping him. And the only way they could keep him is the CBA said you could go out and give your player this. If that player leaves your team, he has to leave 20% of the salary that you're going to give them to go to somewhere else. That's what stopped player movement. Now they only get moved via trade. But if you're going after somebody's superstar, you got to give up a ton of draft picks. The CBA changed free agency as well. So you got to take that into consideration. You can't expect Kawhi Leonard to say, I'm going to give up 20% to stay with the Clippers to go to the Knicks. That's why free agency is no longer realistic.
Right. And then so here's the thing. Okay. So let me say what Thessalus Thomas said. Where is it? It's funny because I chopped up the quote and I thought it was funny, but maybe I'm the only one. So Thessalus Thomas says, where is it? Freezy, that is okay. Where is it? All right, let me find it. Freezy, that is silly. If can love the one you want, love the one you what? You chopped it up. Thessalus Thomas, you messed it up worse than I did. Anyway. The whole thing about free agency is this. Is this. There are layers to the reason why the Knicks are a bad place for a guy to come try to lead a team, right? And it's not just on the court, right? For one, you already know when you come to the state of New York, you're gonna pay a whole bunch of stuff in taxes, including the superstar tax that I think is only one of those things you have in the state of New York. Like only New York has a superstar tax, I think, where if you're in the entertainment business and you make money in New York, you get taxed ridiculous just because of your stardom. For one, right? And two, James Dolan is not the most popular owner in the NBA. And I don't want to get into why. I'm just stating that, right? Because people have different views on it. Like I have no ill will towards James Dolan, right? So I ain't gonna get into that, right? So on top of the tax and on top of the owner, the media frenzy is ridiculous in New York, especially for established teams like the Giants, Yankees, and Knicks. The media coverage is you know what? It's almost too much for a person to be able to handle. The pressure is too much to handle, especially if you're losing and have always been a loser, right? Now, with that said, why would one star come to the fourth thing, the roster, right? Why would one star come to New York to try to take a bad roster to a championship and multiple championships, understanding that you're going to be taxed insatiably by the star tax? Your owner can be wonky. The media coverage can be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these things going
crazy. Why did Kevin Durant cover Irving decide to go to Brooklyn?
We have a bad roster.
Yo,
we have RJ star with a legitimate superstar. You don't think we could go win the East or get close to it?
Oh, okay. So Tweaky, with all those things being said, if somebody had a choice, would they rather sign with Boston, Miami, or New York?
Well, they can't sign there.
I'm just saying. No, I just say if all things being equal. I prefaced it. If all things were equal, would somebody rather go to Boston, Miami, or New York?
They'll go to Boston, New York, Miami.
So I'm a CPA. I'm a CPA. Let me help y'all out. They going to Florida,
Amen.
Florida, and
Amen.
Florida again with that no state tax. They money goes far. That weather is amazing. They going to Florida. The only place they don't go is Orlando. They going to Miami. Thank you.
Right. So John, but hey, so Josh was about to ask Josh asked a question though.
Okay, go ahead.
No, well, this is a rhetorical question. You said that with all that being said about New York, the state tax, and all that, why did Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving decide to go to Brooklyn?
Because they weird.
Yeah, you did say that. Okay, yeah, you did say that. So basically, what you did is you just flat out eliminated point 2 and 3 of what I said about the Knicks, right? So the superstar tax applies to everybody, right? But what about the owner? Is the Knicks owner comparable to James Dolan?
I don't.
What about the roster?
Yeah, let's not do
is the Knicks. Is the Knicks roster better than the Nets roster?
The Nets? No.
Here's the biggest thing.
See, that's what I mean.
Here's the most important thing.
Miami.
There's only a few places that could afford to put Kyrie and KD on the same roster. And I'm telling you now, you might not believe me, you might not like this, but I am almost confident KD was going to consider the Knicks before his injury. I think the Knicks cooled on KD after his injury. I really do. And y'all might disagree, agree. We definitely didn't want Kyrie. And that could be the other point that pushed him away.
But my thing is, why save the money? What was the point of saving $70 million, $40 million back then? You can create up to 70. What's the point of that?
We really wanted Van Fleet. We wanted Van Fleet.
Hey, so
$70 million.
Let me answer David Parker right quick. So David Parker asked a legit question. And so he took two things I said and put them together, which is dope. I love when people do that. He said, "Is the Knicks roster trash or are we a 6 seed?" Because yesterday I said the Knicks are a 6 seed, right? Yeah. Right. I said the Knicks are a 6 seed, and then I said the roster was trash. So, but here's the thing: you can't take the time stamp and apply it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take the time stamp and apply it everywhere, Patrick, you want to be starting at center for us. You know what I'm saying? When my man asked me about the Kevin Durant signing, that was not that didn't happen in 2021. That happened in 2019, and he sat out a whole year. You know what I'm saying? You can't just make these things turn it into a mashup, right? When Kevin Durant signed, the Knicks roster was trash. Anybody bought a Noah Vonleh jersey? Who got a Noah Vonleh jersey?
I thought you were talking about this roster was trash.
No, Kevin Durant didn't sign. Wasn't the free agent when we put this roster together.
Oh, I thought
Kevin Durant was
talking about this roster's trash. I'm like, what?
No, Kevin Durant wasn't available to sign to this roster.
Look, the reason why Kevin Durant.
Okay.
The reason why Kevin Durant didn't come to the Knicks is because he got hurt, so he was vulnerable, and then his boy Kyrie was like, "Yo, I have dreams of being on the Nets because I lived in New Jersey, and even though the Nets are in Brooklyn now, I feel like it's still the New Jersey Nets, and that's why they're in New Jersey, right? I mean, Brooklyn now. That's it. That's it. It's not rocket science. Like they didn't know what Kevin Durant wanted to be. Rich Kleiman is a New York Knicks fan. His agent, his business manager is a New York Knicks fan. And that was it. That was what everybody was talking about. Everybody was putting their reputation on the line to say that the Knicks were going to get Kevin Durant. And then the Achilles happened. And then he became vulnerable. And then Kyrie took the reins. It's not about any of this other stuff. That's what happened in their situation. Next time, I think it's just gonna be different. It's just like,
and I think the point, Mo, is something else that people ain't thinking about neither. Because when that whole thing was talked about them coming to New York, and you can look at the timeline, Nobody else had any cap space. The only team in New York that had cap space at that time was the Knicks. It was not Brooklyn. So that's why they was talking that. And not only that, the guy dad is a Knicks fan. So let that sink in too. You know what I mean? The whole talk about him coming, they were coming in New York. It wasn't no just when he said, well, he didn't think about New York like that, that's bullshit. It wasn't Brooklyn, because Brooklyn didn't have the cap space for him.
And then when they say that the Knicks didn't offer him the contract after they got burned, it's the worst. It's one of the worst lies in New York Knicks PR history. I think the Knicks PR department needs to be like scolded for that for a long time. After you don't get the girl, you don't say you didn't want her. You didn't want her anyway. Yeah.
Well, what was reported? They wanted him. But Dolan wanted to see the medicals, and I don't blame. And he got offended. And I don't blame Dolan because we done been burnt as an owner. If I done spent money over and over on players, you go ahead and look at the laundry list of players we done spent money on that was injured, and this guy still was paying people after. One of the top guys in the organization right now, Allen Houston, got paid for almost 5 years after his career was over.
But that was a lie. That report was a lie.
That wasn't no lie. That was truthful.
That was truthful. You wanted Kevin Durant.
But you missing the point. You're missing the point. That ain't what I'm disputing. You're not listening to Mo. I did not say he didn't want. Hold on, Uncle Fulio. I did not say he didn't want Kevin Durant. I said the man wanted to see the medicals. Did I not say that?
Medicals. Yeah, you say that.
That's what I said. But it ain't no buts. I didn't say he didn't want him.
Ron,
I didn't say that.
Listen, Ron.
So if you're gonna quote me right now,
I'm gonna let you go, Josh. But in the report, what happened was the Knicks said that they offered him less money, and they didn't want to offer him a max contract. That's what the report said. I mean, he was also not happy that they wanted to see the medical reports,
and that's what did it.
They didn't want to offer him a full contract, and
I think really did it. I said that, bro.
We didn't get him. We lost.
But you know he got teed off because they wanted to see the medicals. Brooklyn didn't ask to see it, and you know why Brooklyn didn't ask to see it? Because Brooklyn's doctor was also his doctor that performed the surgery. So I mean, it is what it is, and I don't blame Dolan, man. You know why? Because like I've said it time and time again. That situation in Brooklyn, that's short-sighted. 3 years from now, they're gonna either be retooling or rebuilding. You know what we're gonna be doing? We got sustainable winning because we got cap, we got money, and our young players are developing, and we got the coach. They might not even have the same coach next year because that thing. And I'm gonna tell you, if you seen did you see the highlights from the game they just played when him and Kyrie was coming off the floor? How he looked at Kyrie is already a little dissension. So let that sink in. They're talking about how Kyrie taking too many shots. So hey, I'd rather have what we got. I ain't worrying about what Brooklyn got. It's about that thing behind me. If you worry about what Brooklyn got, you need to go hook your wagon up and go on to Brooklyn.
Hey, Ron, listen. So the reason why we were having this conversation is because of the upcoming free agency season, with the Knicks being able to have a front office and to have a coach now and to have a bunch of young players that are really playing well with Julius Randle, and they have the cap space. So this upcoming offseason was supposed to be the big one, right? So that's the reason why we were having the conversation.
It's still the biggest fish out there right now that ain't signed that y'all need to be looking for.
Who's that?
You know who he is out there in Cali, and I'll elaborate on that for you.
Some people
gonna say like
he
ain't coming, but hey, listen here,
coming, bro.
And I got a good analogy on that. You know what? Sometimes it ain't always good to go home. Sometimes it ain't always good to go home. You know what I mean? And it's the reason why he ain't signed that extension, because he got his eye on who? Playoff no-show Pete. He got his eye on him. Why ain't no idiot, man? Why are you gonna hook yourself to a wagon that ain't proving that he can do it in the playoffs? I'm gonna keep my options open. You know what I mean? And guess what? Who got the bag? And I ain't even worried about who come anyway, because we in the best position. Austin Rivers, shout out to Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers jump on this thing, gonna help start that wave. You know what I mean? Shout out to Julius Randle. Shout out to them guys that's here that got people talking about us now. Go look in the national media. Matter of fact, I saw Michael Holley that used to be on ESPN, and the other cat, brothers, what they call the Odd Brothers or whatever. Them guys, Michael Smith and them guys talking good about the Knicks. So it's gonna happen, man, and it already is happening. So the narrative is changing. Even that clown Max Kellerman yesterday couldn't have too much to say.
He was quiet.
Yeah, the feeling that the temperature is getting raised in New York City because of them New York Knicks, man.
I got a color TV so I can see the Knicks play basketball.
So I thank KD and Kyrie for not coming, especially Kyrie. I didn't want no parts of him. And that's another thing y'all feel and realize. It was not going to be no KD here by himself without Kyrie. Them boys was a package deal. They were joined at the hip. The Knicks never wanted Kyrie. Let that sink in. They never wanted him because they saw what he did in Cleveland and they saw what he did with Boston. So
do you agree that the Knicks is part of the championship?
Say that again?
So somebody's loud in the background. But do you agree that the Knicks need a superstar?
Not on my headset.
You don't need a superstar to win a championship. As long as you got everybody that's playing their role, and as long as you got a superstar coach, it can happen. It can happen. It can happen. If you got, and I'm gonna tell you what, you know what? I'm gonna say this. As long as you got players playing like a superstar, and Julius Randle, nobody can discount right now. He's playing.
Wait, no. Wait, Josh Kellerman. What team won championships without a superstar? Let's name them.
We got 2 stars.
Name them. I'm saying that's not that many. The Pistons back in 04, but pretty much every other team since back then in 04 has had an MVP caliber player on their team. And
let's go from 99. Let's go from when the Knicks lost to the Spurs till now.
2000, Kobe and Shaq. 3 years in a row. And
you don't need no superstar to win, man.
Come on,
you just need stars. Superstar. You don't need superstars. You don't need superstars.
Great ball players.
And so the thing is, what Ron is saying, you don't need a superstar because now you have the great equalizer. If you have guys that can knock down the 3-point shot, you don't need one guy. You don't need a Michael Jordan. Now, if you get a Michael Jordan is definitely a nice to have. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
a bonus.
Michael Jordan.
That's a bonus,
yeah. But when the double team came towards Jordan and Jordan kicked the ball out, he kicked it out to a 3-point shooter.
Who wasn't a superstar? Who wasn't a superstar that made them shots?
The role players.
And Freezy, to your point, go look at how Houston won them. Who shot the big shots to win? It wasn't the superstar. It was Big Shot Bob. Go to LA.
Kenny Smith was on.
Yeah, Kenny Smith. Yeah, Cassell and them guys. It was good role players. You better have very good role players that know their role. Mario Ellie, exactly.
Ellie.
That's who made them shots, man. That superstar stuff to win a championship is overrated.
All right, and there's a little bit of both of them. You need both. That's what I'm saying. Knicks have currently. They have the front office. They have the coach. Right? They have all that
straight,
man. That we're talking about.
Hey, we cool like the other side of the pillow, man. Just enjoy the ride. All that put shut if and all that, man, is about what is. And right now, let's talk about what we are. We a problem. That's what we are.
One of those
we a problem, and we 5th in the league on defense. Let that sink in.
He's one of those scarred fans that I was talking about earlier.
Let me ask. I got to answer Josh's question because Josh asked me a question in this open question. He said, "So if we're not trying to sign superstars, then what do we have all the cap space for?" So my answer to that is having cap flexibility is an asset because you can do with it whatever you please. Like you can trade for a superstar and not have to match the dollar amount. Say if we trade for James Harden, who makes, I'm gonna just say $50 million, we can send away contracts and draft picks and absorb that $50 million without giving away Julius Randle and others that make a lot of money. Or we can trade for a terrible contract and accumulate draft picks.
But isn't that not what we've been doing? Uncle Phil, you don't mean to cut you off. We've been doing that all these years. We could develop a superstar here.
And I think we're gonna do one. I think
but
RJ gonna be that guy.
But we ain't never trade. We ain't never trade for a terrible contract to get draft picks. That's what we should have been doing, but we didn't do it. Say for instance,
why would we do that now?
But
why would we do that now, though?
But
like,
hold on, that's not the same. But I'm not saying that's an option. I got to hear me out. I'm not saying that's an option. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that's the way to go. I'm saying it's an option. We can take on Al Horford and 3 first-round picks from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Al Horford is not the prize.
I feel like if we do well enough this year, we look like a location. Like, to me, like, okay, if we still in the position that we got to trade, for bad contracts, then we only made a lateral move.
But that's not what I'm saying. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying do it. He asked me why would we keep the cap space, and I'm explaining the options. I'm not saying this is
it's flexible. Yeah.
Got you.
Let me address Legion right quick. I see what's on the screen. I gotta address that right quick. Okay, go ahead.
Let me just between me and Josh, because Josh asked me a legit question. Right, the question he asked was a smart question. And it was timely, and I just want to answer it. You know what I'm saying? So the first 2 options is trade for a superstar. That's the first option, right? You can do it without giving away your own stars. The second thing is take on a terrible contract like Al Horford or Otto Porter and get draft picks in return. And the third option is sign a free agent superstar in free agency. But free agents don't come here. They don't come here.
And you know why they ain't been coming? Because we losing.
Every year.
Our name is in the mix every situation.
But it's not just that, and then plus it's not just that. It's just because the Knicks are a high-profile team, and
they're not just that. It's a dysfunctional franchise.
Yeah, and part of being dysfunctional is because you're losing. When you're winning, all that dysfunction goes away.
Right.
This the same guy who owned the Rangers, and we don't have nothing negative about the Rangers.
You heard?
Right. So, but my point though is this. My point though is this. It's like say John Morant is a free agent this summer, right? And so the Memphis Grizzlies and the Chicago Bulls don't want to offer him a max contract. I'm just saying, imagine this thing with me now. Just stay with me, right?
Yeah, okay.
But they're gonna say, well, if Memphis, if y'all don't offer it, I know who will offer. The Knicks will offer him a max contract, and that.
Oh, Freezy gone. Hey, let me go ahead. I got to finish addressing Legion. What I was meaning by that sustainable winning. Of course, Randle paying 38, 40 minutes a game. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you got cap space and you got draft picks, you have the ability to keep your team sustainable. When you start giving away all your draft picks and blowing all your money, you're not going to be sustainable. That's what I mean. And what Brooklyn have done, they have mortgaged their future. And they did it before with Kevin Garnett and them guys.
Yeah, when they brought him in, yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking. Of course, Julius Randle playing 38 to 40 minutes a night. That ain't sustainable. I mean, that's a no-brainer, Legion. Come on now.
Hey, look. I just feel like in today's day and age in the NBA, you need to have that superstar player in order to have a better chance of winning the championship. Now, I'm not saying that not to build and have the team around them and everything like that. I do agree with that. The Knicks are doing that. I'm liking what they're doing, Ron. I'm liking the way the Knicks are playing right now. But I'm just saying they need to add another piece. Right now, if the Knicks had another 20-point scorer on the roster, there'll be a playoff team.
Hey, you know how 20 points at? We had 20 points is on the bench.
A higher playoff team.
We had 20 points a game that's on the bench.
Ron,
we got superstars in the making.
Huh? Hey, we're last in the NBA. We're last in the NBA in points per game right now.
Hey, and don't you think? Hey, and how many games have Alex Burks missed? Alex Burks was averaging 20 a game. That's your 20.
18.
Ain't no yeah, but cancel everything else you're saying.
And what quickly scored the other day off the bench against Atlanta. Quickly had 16.
Yeah, and Chuck, I see you in the chat. I told you he was gonna get me 12. I ain't seen you since. Boy, you know how to run when I be right. I told you he was gonna get 12, and he only got me extra. He came and brought me a little extra money back.
22.
Let him know, Ron.
7.
All right, so
I
wait,
ain't forgot.
so you guys think the Knicks points are going to go up this season? They're not going to be last. They're not going to be at
Nah, when
100
Alex Burks come back, it is not. The reason why is like, hey, Uncle Fully, I'm gonna tell you, I would love for us to make another move to get another shooter. We need another shooter. That ain't even in question. But Alex Burks, knowing that Alex Burks was getting it, and he done been out of at least 4 games, that's why your average is down. I would love to see what was our average when Alex Burks was playing.
You probably 5-2.
But hold on, Ron. With all that being said, we're also last in the NBA and 3-pointers attempted, and we're also last in the NBA in fast break points. And you can't ignore that.
You know why we being last in fast break points? I think really it's because of the style that Tibbs has got these guys playing.
Right.
He's not letting them run it, and that's what's translating to that defense rating too. Because if we're going slow, that means we're eating up on clock and not out there shooting quick, and that helps the defense.
And until we raise our 3-point shooting, I'm gonna go ahead and take the fact that we holding team league high shooting teams below their averages and below their average scores. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and take that while we waiting for our shot to get better.
That's the
I'm
wrong.
gonna go ahead and take that.
We're playing amazing defense. We're top 10 in the league in defense. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the offense right now. And
Now listen to
No, I feel you. I totally feel you. I totally feel you. But I'm just saying, like you're one of those fans. You're one of those fans that just look at the negative side. Like our defense is winning us games until our offense can catch up. I'm good.
Right.
It's W.
Yeah.
A dub is a dub.
Right. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we was the Knicks of last year and this offense, yeah, then we got something to talk about. We got a problem. This, that, and the other. But if we pulling out W's on the back of our defense right now, I'm cool. I'm not even gonna spaz out on the offense until like it becomes a problem. I see that. I feel like it's gonna come along. Like, and once it does, it's a wrap with this defense. It's gonna be a wrap.
I agree.
Our offense comes along. We're a top 5 team in the East, like easy.
Hey, listen. Y'all didn't hear me last night. I don't know. Some of y'all may not heard me.
We got
listen to the defensive team, the top defensive teams in the league and where they rank. Number 1 defensive team, Phoenix Suns, 5-2 on the season, is second place in the West. Philadelphia 76ers got the second best defense. They're 6-1, first place in the East.
Yeah.
Pelicans is third at 4-3, fifth place in the West. Cleveland Cavaliers is fourth, 4-3, sixth place in the East. Dallas Mavericks is fifth at 3-4, eighth place in the West. New York Knicks at the time was sixth. We done moved up, but they were sixth, 4-3. We in fifth place in the East. The Lakers seventh at the time with 5-2, third place in the West. Eighth is Utah, 4-2, fourth place in the West. Ninth is the Miami Heat, 3-3, ninth place in the East. And 10th is the Orlando Magic at 5-2, and they're second place in the East. So you see the common thread with them top teams that's in the top 10 for defense. All of them, you're missing something else though. All of them right now, if the day was the end, would be in the playoffs. So
I mean, we only 7 games in. Like the playoff narrative, exactly. I dig it. Like I dig it, but like I like to keep it to the numbers, like the immediate numbers and what that means. Like these cats are really like, it's not unsustainable things that they're doing. Like, which is why I can get excited. It's not like, like we got 4 cats like breaking out for season high 3-point percentage average, something that could drop. Like these cats are actually breaking out with playing good ass basketball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would that degrade? I don't see a situation where that would degrade, because that's what's making them better. The offensive part, like, just listen. I feel cats let's wait until the team is 100%. Wait until cats is 100%. Let's see what we got, because this is not even 100%, and we pulling out games.
That's the crazy thing. And our defense,
It's not even
you can
100%,
sustain
and we
that.
pulling out games. Come
Yeah.
on, we the Knicks.
Hey, you're right, Keith. You're right. You can sustain
Dude, like
defense.
that joint is hella encouraging to me. Like, we ain't even, like, those cats that we was talking about from the beginning of the season, Burks ain't here. We still winning games. You know what I'm saying? Four cats on the injured reserve list, still winning games. Let's do it.
Tips keep this
Let's
up. He gonna
do
be
it,
coach of the
man.
year.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Tips
what
gonna end
I'm
up being
saying.
coach of the year.
What I'm saying is this, man. What I'm saying is this, man. We need to get our energy up and keep it up, man, for these Knicks, man, because we not guaranteed to have moments like this forever. You know what I'm saying? We should be enjoying the ride instead of being super critical and looking like Inspector Clouseau, like trying to find hints on why the Knicks gonna be trash. We should just enjoy the win. The Knicks won. Just enjoy it.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Tonight is gonna be Knox's game. I'm calling it right now.
Good. Like I really that's the thing. Like you got this and you're like, I wonder why it's so sweet. Come on, dog. Show yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy. I gotta get out of here. It was always nice coming on the morning show with you guys. You guys be safe, and let's go out and get a win tonight. You heard?
That's what I'm talking. All right,
Yo, peace, Josh Kellerman.
Hey, Josh, be safe out there, man. Hey, for real though, be safe, man. We appreciate your service.
Thanks, man.
For real. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, man. But
I think we looking.
I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna enjoy this, man.
Yeah, man.
And we got a good chat. I'm gonna tell you what, Freezy, we win tonight. It's really gonna cement everything because Utah is I looked at it. Utah are 8th on defense.
Okay.
And they're 13th in the league offensive rating. So there's a big test tonight. And they're coming off getting blasted last night.
So it's a back-to-back.
Yeah,
back-to-back.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, even though, because I respect the numbers, right? But the Brooklyn Nets didn't respect those numbers. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn wanted to put that thing on them. You know.
Yeah, Brooklyn beat him without KD. That's the thing.
I was looking at the numbers, and like I think the most impressive thing we got is like opposition shooting percentage. We're number 3 in opposition shooting percentage.
The team down. That's great, man.
And I think part of that is like we bait guys into shooting shots that we know that they're not good at making. And I think that's like one thing that this Knicks defense is doing better than a lot of defense that I've seen before.
Oh yeah, and you know what else about our team, man? I think we probably one of the most physical teams in the NBA right now, man. We are playing that bullet ball, man. They are beating people up. They are not.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
They're watching him go to the basket continually.
Yeah.
RJ, you know he's going to the basket.
Yes,
and
sir. You
Julius
come here, you get touched up.
So we beating people up, man.
You come here.
Defense.
You come here, catches.
That's what it used to be like back in the days. When you come to Madison Square Garden, them 90s Knicks, Mason, Oakley, that's what it was. That Thibodeau comes under that tree.
Yeah.
Quietly, we always been devoid of talent. Even during that time when we get into the Eastern Conference Finals, it's you and Starks and a bunch of thugs. Y'all bugging out.
That's all it was.
Hey, I like
even Greg Anthony. Greg Anthony was on some like.
Hey,
Doc Rivers was a dog too.
Pure thuggery was what you was getting when you came to the Garden. Pure thuggery.
Hey, Chop Low, tell them to subscribe to the channel.
Yo, you already know, man. Make sure you hit that fucking like. Excuse my language. That like. Smash them likes up. Notifications. Subscribe. You already know, man. This is a great panel, man. This is Knicks fans. We just expressing our feelings and everything. Is a whole bunch of different takes, but it's what Knicks fans do, man. This is how we debate.
Right. We come from all
hey, Chop Low, tell them what time the Knicks at Night podcast come on tonight.
Man, I'll be asleep, but I'll be watching it.
11:45. 11:45.
11:45, man. Knicks at night. And that new intro. Salute to Stephen Fox.
My man.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's my man's right there.
Hey, go ahead.
Salute to Foxy.
Yeah, all I'm thinking about right now, man.
Y'all getting real New York right now.
It's a song that popped in my head from way back in the days, man, and I remember the lyrics. Real rough and rugged, sound like a gold nugget. Every time I pick up the microphone, I drug it. That's what I think about with our boys, man. That's what we doing to people, man. They're real rough and rugged right now, man.
Yeah, but Ron, you gave a great take. You said I'm giving everybody a clean slate. 20 games. Knicks fans was already going crazy. We very impatient. Just like the OG was saying, we gotta relax, bro. 20 games. Let's see. We've developed it. We had a minimal training camp. No, what's the summer league? You know what I'm saying? Let's see how they truly develop it.
None of that.
These are all the things. These are all the things that actually creates the excitement. Because, like, I definitely was one of them cats. Like, oh, let's wait till game 10 before we even start any real evaluations. Because, Tibbs might need all that time to really fiddle with some stuff.
Especially with these injuries, man.
It seems like it's taking. We got the injuries, and we pulling out dubs.
You heard?
That's for real injuries, bro. Like, this is. Like, cats is not really realizing, like, that is a signal of something bigger than just something being like, oh, like, it's just this time period. Nah, bro, like, we playing ball for real.
For real, we learn on the fly. We on the fly.
Man,
I can't wait till we full strength. If we're doing this at 80%, we're doing this at 80, 75, 80%? Are you serious? I'm
You heard Mitch, right? Mitch on the press conference, y'all call it the presser. He was like, nobody wants the coach to be yelling at them. Oh. You think David Fizdale was yelling at them?
No.
He was like, hey, don't worry about it.
Hey, he was
coddling. He was coddling. The only person he was yelling at was Frank and Knox.
He had a vision, dude. He had a vision, but he did not have the ability to pull the team to the vision that because like this vision, like the vision of Randle doing what he's doing right now, that was his. Honestly, that's what Fitz saw. He just couldn't bring him to that. He didn't have the skill to bring him to that.
And you know what? Hey man, shout out to J Boogie, man. That called in the Knicks fan TV. He said one word, man, that just resonates, man. Patience.
There's a clip on YouTube of
Patience is one thing, but it depends on what you're waiting on.
There you go.
Exactly.
I got zero patience for Frank.
No, hey, go ahead, Tweaky, but I'm right with you with that, man. I got enough of Frank being injured. I can't count on you, man.
Oh, wait. We're not going to go to Frank no more. We had a Frank debate the other day.
My bad. I pull back my Frank comment. I pull that back.
Right, please strike Frank Ntilikina from the record. And he really
has done nothing to deserve so much conversation anyway.
Wait. Let me ask
for real.
Yeah, but wait, OGs, let me ask y'all a question. Remember how Frank went into the office and told Fizdale I'm a dog too? Oh, he's like, yeah, sure. What? Remember last season?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
You want to tell Fizz I'm a dog too?
Legit, Frank was playing better than Frank played before. Like, by Frank's standards, Frank got better. I would not deny that.
Yeah, but if Frank was to ask Tibbs that, if Frank was to tell Tibbs that, he's gonna be like, well, let me see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tibbs definitely got to see it first. You definitely not going on the court if you can't do it in practice, which I've been saying for over a year. And like cats be like, oh, like why do fans act like the basketball that goes on during game time is the only basketball that these guys be involved with?
No, the practice. What we don't see behind doors.
Man, hey, I saw a report where they said Austin Rivers' girlfriend got mad with him. Because on his day off, you know what he went to go do?
He went to go play ball.
When I heard that, I said, man, this dude hell, man. He making me love him more and more, man. I'm trying to buy him a jersey. I'm going to get a jersey today. And I'm kind of leaning the Rivers.
Mom, was that Dennis Smith Jr. flight taking off? You heard that?
Him, Frank, and Block. Yeah, I think the three on the play, man.
DSM Bullock.
Tonight is Knox's game. With that, I want to get on this train. I'm out. But tonight is Knox's game. I called it.
All right, I'm gonna leave it out.
Hey, bro.
All right,
Hopefully, I
Peace.
hope
All right, boss.
Wow.
There was a clip on YouTube of the Knicks putting a scoring in their own basket. They tipped it in, and they have Fitzdale, and guess what he was doing?
What?
Laughing. Yeah.
Wow.
I think that had to be nervous energy for him, man, because he laughed a lot. It might have been nervous energy, but hey, and
what Tibbs would have did, he'd have called a timeout and chew your ass, and you sit on the end of the bench.
yeah, you going on the bench. Hey, listen to this. Andy N says in the chat, injury update. Reggie Bullock, sore left knee, is questionable for the next game.
Sit him out.
So Knox, this your opportunity, man. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening to them coaches. This your opportunity.
Before he got on the train.
Yeah,
Right.
Reggie Bullock. Yeah, he can help send Reggie. He can help send Reggie. If Knox take off, Reggie gonna be gone, man.
Burks still out?
Yeah,
Wow.
Burks. They had Burks, I think, listed as what, day to day or something. Questionable day to day.
What about Obi in the cab? What about his cab? He's still out?
Still out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of strain is that? What kind of cab? I mean, damn.
You know what, though? You know it's so close. The calf is close to that Achilles, so I think that's why they really being careful with him. You think about it. When they say you got calf strain, that's
their lottery pick. Yeah, they better be careful.
Yeah, that's the future. They ain't gonna screw that up.
No.
And you know what else I can see, man? If everything was, running the way it normally would be running right now, man, I could even see Tibbs saying, "Hey, you ain't performing. We sending you down to the G League." I can see it.
That would be cold. I wouldn't be that.
I want to ask you this question, Ron, and I want to ask everybody else this question. And I don't want to get back on Frank. But why they never send Frank to the G League?
They said, Perry. They said Perry
from day
stopped
one.
it. But they
From
said,
Holisack.
I think they said Steve Mills wanted to send them guys, but Perry didn't. There was some kind of dissension in the office about it. But said people wanted some of them guys to go down, because that's what Toronto does. Right. A lot of them guys on that Toronto team was in the G League.
Right.
Yeah, he could have used the G League.
Fred VanVleet.
Yeah. And Siakam.
Wow, you see? But yet they sent the other Canadian kid, Iggy down there.
And Iggy to me seemed like he could have got the most burn because the guy ain't big, the guy ain't great at everything, but he's a good shooter. And the guy tried hard when I watched him on defense. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you got guys out there ain't even making an attempt to play defense last year and couldn't shoot. And you had this guy in the G League just tearing it up.
But see, Iggy's a scorer. I remember RJ saying, yo, he scored 50 when we was in AAU. I never saw he scored 50.
Yeah, and at Michigan, he was a scorer. He could score.
He's a slasher.
And a slasher.
He love to get to the basket now.
And we talking about wings. We got players here. We just have to develop them. We have stars here that we can develop into stars, all-star or a superstar.
Yeah, shout out to, is it Big O? He said VanVleet wasn't drafted. You're right, he wasn't drafted, and that's the main reason why, is because they were trying to save face why they didn't send them guys to the G League, because that would have looked bad on them. But hey, it's about developing. I don't care if you got drafted number 1, number 2, 3. If you ain't performing, man, and you need to go down there, you need to go. Because didn't they send Kyrie Lewis down there?
Wow.
Or is he not playing? I heard somebody say it, I don't know how true it was saying he wasn't really seeing the floor, and they were sending him down there. Somebody confirmed that, man, but Kyrie Lewis.
Kyrie Lewis. All right, remember when Courtney Lee was here, he was injured, he came back. He's like, yo, let me go to the D League so I could get better or whatever before I come back.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
What about Dennis Smith Jr.? Why don't you send him down there too? He's still under the rookie contract.
And you know the problem with him?
Because he hurt. Because he hurt.
He's always hurt. He's always hurt. Yes, he's always hurt. That's a liability for us. We have to get rid of him and Bullock.
Him, Bullock, and Frank. You can't stay healthy. You are no use, man. You dead weight.
We just gonna waive him. I think it's time to just waive Dennis at this point.
Ron Cleveland always said it. The best ability is availability.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike Schlereth for that one. When I heard that one, that one resonated heavy. Cause you ain't no use to a team, man. If you can't get on the court, on the field, I mean you no good.
Yeah, you can't help your team. You can't do anything.
Right. Right.
So it's time to say bye to Frank too.
Yeah, I think Frank gonna be gone too. I think it quickly, and I love what Quickly said in his presser about how people gonna have to start. They're gonna have to start taking us serious, man.
Say it again.
You're gonna have to start taking us seriously. If you don't, it's gonna be more nights like this.
They got something brewing.
like how my man said on the 5 Hot Beats. Nights like this, I wish.
It don't feel good to lose to the Knicks. It don't feel good to lose to the ha Knicks. No.
Yeah.
Them teams look at us like a joke when they come in. It's like, oh, we gonna play the Knicks. We got them.
And Milwaukee.
What about now?
And Milwaukee found out firsthand. They got
y'all gonna be busting up y'all lips playing against Julius and RJ. Those are two heavyweights right there, man. That's for
real.
I need to chat to decide, man. I'm 50 right now. That jersey I'm on. I'm 50-50. Quickly or Austin Rivers. Which one I need to go get?
Oh, you should go quickly. Go quickly.
Man, that Quivers, man, that's dope. I love that.
Yeah, Rivers, man. Hey, shout out to Doc Rivers for sending his son our way, man.
Yeah,
shout out to him.
Yo, he said, yo, take off, keep my legacy going, I guess, or something like that. Like, go to New York.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, I liked when that kid said he did not want to ride no wave. When I heard that, that's all I needed to hear, man.
Was Doc on the final team? I don't remember. I'm not old enough. Was Doc on the 99, the 94?
I think he was on that finals team one year.
The Houston finals.
Oh, he was? Yeah.
With Greg Anthony. Am I correct? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you might be right because I think he was on one of those teams that went to the finals.
Okay, I love that.
If we could have got Doc 3 years sooner, we might have won one.
And wasn't Steph Curry Pops here too as well?
Nah, I don't think so. Del Curry, was he in Nick? Let me check that out.
Yeah, I know he spent the bulk of his career with Charlotte.
But there was another guy damn.
Charles B said Harper. Charles B said Harper was on it.
All right, I remember Harper. Yeah. Hubert Davis, that was his name.
Hubert Davis could shoot that thing from North Carolina.
Right, that guy.
Del Curry didn't play for the Knicks, but Greg Anthony was on the Knicks, and his son is in the league now.
Yeah, but Greg Anthony was with Doc Rivers when they was here too. Yeah. That Houston that era.
When Greg was here, man, I was disappointed in Greg, man, because I was expecting to see him come in and ball out. Greg defensively was great, but offensively.
But I think he was injured some of the time. I saw some fights. And he was on the bench in regular clothes. Yeah, he ran off the bench.
Yeah,
to fight. Yeah, I think he was injured.
Hey, man, my man, Greg Anthony was that dude, man. He was, and in his prime years, in his younger years, he was super athletic at point guard, like dude with a whole bunch of bounce and stuff. But you didn't get a chance to see that much because we played in that grinded out style.
Yeah, I think that's what it was because they converted him from that UNLV, Greg. That's what I was looking at. I was like, oh, man. I said, we got one. You know, I found out, I heard him say, he was saying how his mouth was wide shut. He had broke his jaw.
Wow.
He was playing that season with a broken jaw in college.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because he got a flagrant foul. They flagrant fouled him, remember? They flagrant fouled him. So JD says, thank you, JD, for the super chat. If Bullock is out today, where's the Tibbs go? Not start. Can this be Kevin W's dream? Burks out 2 more weeks. TT change any? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Tom Thibodeau changed the rotation? Nah, I don't think so. Not for a sore knee. I think we probably just see what we can do with this one game, and that's it.
Hey,
now he called it. He said this is Knox's game tonight.
If he does it, this is his game. This should be his game. He's gonna have open shots.
Hey,
You know
Mo, can you remind everybody about the star chatter of the day? You remember the star chatter of the day? You know how we
what's his
can
name?
you just tell the chat to put
Falcon?
it in the chat who they vote for star chatter of the day.
I got Falcon 44.
I got me.
Dang what I asked you though, dog.
Wait, who's the star chat? Oh,
Just remind everybody that we do the star chatter of the day every day, and for them to put their vote in the chat.
Yeah, and salute for those super chats. We appreciate it.
All right, guys, we trying to figure out who's the star chatter of the day, who did the best in the chat. Like, put your votes out. Freezy's gonna be counting them up. You already know what it is.
My man.
It's not Legion, Guillermo. You gotta relax.
All right, so let me, Mo, thank you for doing that, man. That was dope. Let me just be patient with me for a second while I check the poll results, the Twitter poll results from yesterday. What we want to check is the poll results from yesterday.
The Twitter poll results.
All right, so today's poll question is: what's your excitement level about this Knicks squad? 1 to 3, cold, right? 0%. 4 through 6, warm. That means you kind of warm for this. Your excitement level about this team is about 20%. So 7 through 9, hot, is running away at 60%. You know, and 10 is flat out crunk. Who crunk for this Knicks roster, right? That's coming in at 20%. You know what I'm saying? So what's your excitement level about this Knicks squad? So crunk is at 20%. 7 through 9, hot, is at 60%. Warm is about 20%. And nobody is cold about this Knicks squad. That's fire. That's fire right there. That tell you what the people on Twitter think. They are hot for this team right now. The excitement level is high for this team.
I got hot too.
Man, I was sitting there looking at this injury report. Oh, we got a massive unit, boy.
Yeah, man. Hey, Ron, let me do this. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna ask everybody to go out on a limb about today's game. Y'all mind being on record? Y'all mind
put the pen to the paper.
All right. So it's Ron, Uncle Freezy, Mo, Tweaky. And Chop. All right. So Ron, you want to go first? You want to make a bold prediction about tonight's game?
Emmanuel quickly going for 20 tonight.
Wow.
That's out on a limb.
20 points.
Quickly gonna give me 20 tonight.
Oh wow.
Hey, Chuck said let him in. Hey, Freezy, Chuck said let him in.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Mo, you want to make a bold prediction about tonight's game?
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna say Julius Randle gonna have a quadruple double.
A quadruple double?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
With turnovers, 10 turnovers.
Yo, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh,
That's funny. All right, so I'm gonna go out on the limb, and I'm gonna say not only is RJ gonna get 30, but RJ is gonna score 40 tonight against the Utah Jazz.
You wildin'.
If he hit that in that Freezy, man. If he hit that Freezy, we gonna have to get you a jersey, man. We may have to get you an RJ jersey. I'm gonna have to go buy an RJ jersey. I'm still undecided right now, man. I don't know. I might just go and get a jersey, man.
Hey, so let me get Tweaky. Tweaky, listen. Hey, go big or go home, Tweak. Don't be Don't be a softie. What you gonna do? You gonna go out on the limb with that?
But I'll go with Mitch. 15 boards and 5.
Ooh, that's a good one.
15. Say that again for Mitch.
15 boards.
15 boards and 5 blocks.
Wow.
Yo, Mitch ain't get a double-double. He ain't get a double-double for the past couple of games thus far, right? It was like 9, 8, 9 rebounds.
Right.
He ain't get a 10. So
he's not getting double-digit rebounds.
Well, hold on. Is Mitch gonna dunk on Goldberg tonight?
Yeah.
So Chop, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. You want to skip this segment or you want to get on record going bold? Now you ain't got it. You can skip if you want to.
We could do both.
You on the record going bold, like a bold prediction.
No, you went bold. You said RJ 40.
And I meant that.
Legion boy, you funny boy. Hey, look what Legion got in there in that chat. Look.
Yo, Chuck B look like he want to bet you right now. I can see it. Chuck B's like the Dame Dash of Knicks fans. He's
you gotta get his bread together. You gotta get that bread up. So what you gonna do, Chop? So Chop, what you gonna do?
Yo, I'm gonna give RJ 30. I'm not going 40.
So you think RJ for? I mean, that ain't bold, man. I just said RJ for 40. That's bold.
Too. I don't know.
If
that's
RJ hit 30, we winning.
Yeah, like that's like.
I'm saying, but I'm already on the board saying RJ for 40.
All right, so I'm gonna go quickly for 25.
Oh wow! Quickly for 25.
I think. Listen, wait. Remember, Chris Duhon and people never always bring this up. The assist record for the Knicks was broken by Chris Duhon. Who's gonna break that?
Right. No, I feel you.
Nobody.
Hey, Chuck, you want to get in? Chuck, you want to get in on this, or you want to?
Yeah. Of course.
It's the Dame Dash of the Knicks fans, nigga.
Donovan Mitchell 50.
You taking all bets.
First of all, this is not a bold prediction, but RJ going to be under 24. But my bold prediction is
I gotta write this down.
13.
Huh?
The bold prediction: Knicks will only lose by 13. That's bold.
Wait, after a back-to-back? Come on, bro.
I don't care about back.
They got embarrassed last night. Now that's one thing that always concerns when a team gets embarrassed. They're gonna play hard tonight. They definitely gonna play hard.
In New York.
Yes, you think we care? We don't care.
I don't care neither, but that's always a cautionary tale. When a team play real bad, they normally have a bounce back. But hey, I'm still riding. I'm thinking we're gonna win. I think we winning by 10.
Tibbs is telling them, no, but Tibbs like, they got blown up by 30. Let's blow them up by 50.
Yo, I'm putting these bold predictions out here on Twitter also. Soon as we wrap up here, I'm putting these bold predictions on Twitter.
We just get one bold prediction.
Yeah.
I'm glad Josh left. I'm glad he left.
I gotta go with Knicks by 10 tonight. Knicks winning by 10 tonight. Put that on there by me too.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Hey, bro, we only getting one bold prediction though. So which one you want to go with? Quickly with 20 or Knicks by 10?
Let's go with the scoring.
Gonna happen, but I'll go with my man quickly for 20 because I asked him for 12 the other night. He said, "Ron, I'm gonna get you 16, man. How about that? I'm gonna get you a little bit of extra."
Okay.
I'm sitting next to Ron on the train.
I agree.
Let's do game prediction.
Okay.
Train wreck.
Yeah.
Chuck, you the man. You the man who said quickly wasn't gonna get me 12.
Hey, I'm feeling sorry for y'all because there's mad delusion in here. Like
the delusion. What they quickly get?
Y'all treat 4 and 2 like 30 and 5.
What he got?
Y'all treat 4.
See. Well, you
like it's 30 and 5.
You can never fess up when you wrong, but you know that ain't no good trait to have, boy. That's never good. That's never good trait to have.
Chuck is a glass half empty kind of individual. It's okay.
Yeah.
You gotta see it to believe it. You gotta see it to believe it.
The Cowboys used to play you can't admit that you're wrong. And you was wrong quickly. You was wrong, buddy.
Chuck, you ever call?
You see how you change the narrative? They played 7 games.
They play 7 games.
But you did say the man wasn't gonna score 12, did you?
Where's Grandma at?
I probably did.
Grandma, come kill Chuck.
Please.
I probably did.
Please. We don't have the energy for this.
Can't.
I tell you what, though, don't get too excited. Don't get too happy about Bullock not playing tonight because I'm seeing something that say he's questionable now. So he may end up playing.
That's why Keith said Knox is gonna step up, and then you gave us the update. Bullock is out.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat put that up, so I went to ESPN and looked at it, and they're reporting that Bullock is questionable. He's listed as day-to-day. Him, Knox, and Nerlens. Alex Burks is out. Spellman is out. Toppin is out. Ntilikina, Dennis Smith are out.
Hold up. I'll say this.
Hey, Chuck,
RJ won't have 40 at no point of the season. How about that?
Freezy, you may want to write that one down.
Write that down, Freezy.
Hey man, I'm not even wasting ear room on mess like that. I'm for mess. That mess right there. I ain't wasting brain cells on that. My man is super crusty because the Cowboys ain't make the playoffs. But guess what? Y'all was trying to make the playoffs. Huh?
And the Giants, we eliminated them. Even though we ain't, but
I didn't want to make the playoffs. I want to draft position.
Jonathan JD said DSJ is probable.
Oh wow! Wow.
So they got okay.
What I will say,
that might be right because hold on, they had that as of January 15th on DSJ. They had him listed as out, so they got him up to probable, huh?
Let's see. Randle would get 40 before RJ would. RJ ain't getting 40.
We want to DSJ.
Yeah, Chuck, that's one thing me and you do.
Wait, write that down. Yo, Freezy, write that down.
I think
Randle will get 40 before RJ.
Hey, I ain't even gonna waste the ink on that, bro. Chop.
I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it though.
I mean, RJ gonna get that 30 piece first. He needs to get that 30 piece first. He needs to get
Super.
that.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. All right.
Randall's gonna get 40 before RJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So
all right, y'all know RJ career high?
26, 29.
All right, boss.
26, I think. Wow.
27
or whatever. Yeah. So what? I mean, I don't understand that point.
That was this year.
No, last year.
28 this year? No.
He scored his career high this year, didn't he?
I thought he had 28 this year. One. No.
Oh, but all career high means is your highest scoring total.
Yeah. In the game.
In the NBA.
Yeah.
I thought this year.
Yeah, no? you saying he gonna get 40? First of all, that's gonna take a crazy explosion. Like that's like saying Frank could get 30.
No, it ain't. No, again,
you know you got a better chance of RJ getting 40 than Ntilikina getting 30. You know it is more probable.
Ntilikina even getting 16, son.
Because Frank Ntilikina don't even shoot enough to get 30. When you ever see RJ Barrett turn down a shot?
Right.
You ain't never seen RJ Barrett turn down a shot.
He don't got the arsenal.
Frank's scared to shoot.
He don't have the arsenal before 40. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. I ain't gonna give you too much for you to change your mind. I'm gonna let you stay on that 40.
No,
let me ask y'all a question. These injuries, is it Tibbs working these guys hard in practice where they get injured?
No, I think these injuries are cover-ups of like he just doesn't want to play him, so he says they're injured.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it might be some of that. It might be like it's hard to it might be some of that. It might be like they haven't played in 9 months, and then right away they get into NBA action. You're gonna get banged up. Like,
but they've been working out during the off season.
Yeah, but it's a different.
They ain't been playing ball like with the
right. The intensity. Yeah, 48 minutes, high level. Yeah.
Delano still says RJ's career high is 27 points.
27.
He probably would have had 40 that night. I'm pretty sure he had a bad free throw night that night.
Hey, you talking about
when you miss all them shots?
You talking about against the Atlanta Hawks when he had 20 in the first half? They just shut him out the offense. Wayne Ellington started jacking.
Wasn't that the game? That might have been the game because it was a game when RJ was cooking and they stopped throwing the ball in the second half.
Yeah, in the first half, RJ had like 20 points.
Yeah,
and then they shut him out of the offense.
Yeah, they put him on ice.
Yeah.
RJ consistent in his 20s. You know, consistency is better than dropping 40 than dropping 5 and 10. And
So what's Julius Randle's career high? Because
it's over 30.
Hey, shout out to Ralph, man.
Yeah.
Ralph, the only one who called it about Randle, man.
About Randle, yeah, he was right.
He was dead. He was dead on about Randle.
And they was roasting God of Moses and Elijah.
I ain't gonna even front. I know I wanted him out of town. I was like, if we had to see that same Randle again, he had to go. And I saw that spin move the other night one time. I was like, man, that last game he only did it one time, and he made the basket off of it.
36.
36 was Randle's career.
No. Julius's career high is 45. He scored 45 when he was with the Pelicans.
And I'm right now, I ain't with that. I ain't with that get Randle out of town train neither. I'm not with that.
Me either. And so the thing we miss is that the segment is called Out on the Limb. It's where we go to make a bold prediction. Yeah. It's not where you go and say something like the Knicks only lose by 13. That's not bold. That might be a prediction.
All right, so listen, I gotta go with Chuck B. His prediction was Randle's gonna score 40 or 50 before RJ. That's a bold prediction within the year or the season.
Today. Chuck said that
in turns. We don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough bet. And I think RJ, like, he's a streaky shooter. He could have a night where he hits 5 threes.
He is streaky.
So, and he gets to the free throw line.
Hey, Mo, did Chuck say that today?
Randle's definitely going to
score. Did Chuck say that today?
40, yeah. Randle's definitely.
I said Randle would get 40 before RJ.
Randle. Yeah, I think Chuck said that.
Yeah, he said he'll get 40 before RJ get 30.
You talking about for tonight? Because the
not tonight.
Period. You said period.
For the whole season.
I think you said for the whole season.
40 before 30, you said?
Nah, not before he get 30. I said he'll get 40.
But the out on the limb segment is a segment for the game for today. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the segment is make a bold prediction about today's game.
Oh, today? Okay.
Yeah, not about what happened during the season. I mean,
today's game,
we can all speculate, but I mean, it take too long to get back to get the facts back. You know what I'm saying?
All right, hold up. All right, somebody look it up. Who shot the most threes in the game for the Knicks and made them? I'm thinking Jamal Crawford as a Knicks.
Oh,
and made them?
Threes.
More threes. Why I'm thinking J.R. Smith.
Oh, J.R.
I think it is J.R. Smith. I think
J.R. had an explosion in there one night too. Now I can't.
Yeah.
I say
after Jamal Crawford, it wasn't Jamal Crawford.
It's one of them guys, man. I don't know why I keep thinking JR.
Yo, I think quickly. Damn, I don't need to say that because I'm thinking during the season like Chuck, but I think quickly he was pulling up, he was shooting. So,
so Chop, what you saying is quickly about to break the Knicks all-time record of threes in the game tonight against the Utah Jazz. That's what you're saying? Because we can write that down now.
Damn, that's a Super Bowl.
That's bold, but that's
Super Bowl. I'm looking for.
That's out on the limb. You going out on the limb or no?
Yo, I'm going out on it.
Oh, well, he's
quickly.
Going out on the limb. All right.
It might not be record breaking, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna step it up.
Okay. All right.
I think Robert Jones to Allen Houston.
Damn. Say 7 threes for quickly.
Oh wow!
7 threes. That's 21 points.
So that's it. The Knicks ain't have nobody to hit. Nah, that don't sound right.
That's not happening.
Hey,
I'm
7
looking for it.
in the game. The Knicks record is 6 threes in the game.
No. Latrell definitely had it with 8 without a miss. But I'm sure it's been touched since then. Maybe Melo 62-point game. Maybe Crawford.
Jason sets Knicks.
Okay. All right. Hey, so Mo, how was the Star Chatter thing going?
Oh, when I was looking at it, it looked like Ron.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Ron won that. But like I don't know if y'all want to vote a little bit more for the Star Chatter of the day.
Yeah, let's give it 3 more minutes because I got to wrap up anyway. We usually try to wrap up around 3 hours.
Okay.
So we'll try to wrap it up. So we got about 10 minutes left. So we'll give it about 3, 4, 5 more minutes. So the chat, put who you want, who you vote for Star Chatter of the day in the comment box so that we can shout them out on Twitter.
Yeah, and look, hey, Freeze, man. Hey, everybody in the chat, man. We got 123 people watching and 67 likes, man. Let's get them thing up to 100, at least 100 before the show ends.
Yeah.
And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And turn on that notification and tap that bell for your boy Freezy.
Yeah, man. Y'all smash that like button. Subscribe.
Someone find out.
He hit 10 of 22.
Who?
JR.
So he has the record?
I thought it was JR. Because I remember he had, I think that happened in the Garden too. I think it was a night in the Garden that he did that under Woody.
Against it was against the Heat. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, what am I doing?
The pitcher got the heat on it.
Freewell got the.
Was that in the Garden, Chuck?
Freewell got the one.
Yeah, it was against the Heat. It was in Miami.
It was in Miami. But I thought it was JR.
Yeah,
well, that Denver JR was something else, boy. Woo.
Yeah, man.
He had 22 attempts.
22 attempts.
Yeah, 22 attempts.
And how many he made?
10.
So he made.
It's not saying 10. He made somebody in the chat said 10.
I remember when Sprewell went like 8 for 9.
Yeah, Sprewell had a night too.
8. Straight.
Yo, Hey, Tweaky, so what's the energy gonna be like if we hear the same time tomorrow and the Knicks are 5-3?
Sorry, I'm back.
I'm gonna be rolling some blunts. I'm sorry. It's gonna be.
Billy up.
Hey, just don't do it on the camera though, man. You got. Hey,
okay,
yeah.
I was gonna ask offline.
Because we try to have like
I'm on vacation, so I'm being a little crazy.
Yeah, word, no doubt.
I did that.
Hey,
Yo, make sure everybody like and subscribe to the channel, B. For real. And share it on all them platforms. All them social media. Share it to your aunt, your uncle, your grandmother, whoever, your brother, your cousin. Like, yo, this is the biggest show. Fat Joe got his podcast. He called it the Big Show. This is the Big Show.
Hey, Fat Joe, when we win that championship, I'm gonna need a theme song too.
For real, we all the way up. Yo, that don't disrespect the Knicks fan TV, but every time they go, that's like mad. Oh, we don't even want to hear that no more. We need something else, bro. We don't want to hear that. Go New York, go. No, bro.
So I kind of agree, but I ain't trying to throw no shade at Casey and them, man. Them dudes do a good job, man. I love them, brother.
Yeah.
Salute to them.
So salute to my man. So that's my guy right there.
Yo, Fraser, you gotta hit him up and try to get him on here as a guest too. Like how you had John Mackley.
Yeah, get them guys.
So here's the thing though with that though, Chop. Here's the thing with that. I would and no shade at CP and Jay Ellis. Right. I would much rather have Chop and Chuck B on. Right. I would much rather have Chop and Chuck B on. And and others. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why I ask all of y'all to get in the video chat. It's the reason why I asked Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see Mo face, I immediately click on so Mo can jump on with us. Same thing for Cleveland. Same thing with Ron Cleveland. Hey, because this is a different type joint. You know what I'm saying? If we wanted to do a joint like that, I would just stop live streaming and just watch their joint.
Because we more organic.
Yeah, we just a little bit different. I had a couple people on, like I had Macri on, and it's because of something we had been developing for a while. And so eventually, I think in that same vein, eventually I think we're gonna have the entertainer on. Y'all familiar with the entertainer?
Oh yeah,
guy, man.
entertainer.
Way back. Yeah.
I miss him from Sim. Yeah.
So he'll be on probably at some point, probably this week, and then Terry from Terry and Trey will probably be on sometime this month.
Yeah, man. They good
I follow them. Yeah. Salute them.
Frankers.
They are the Frankers.
They are the Frankers.
Hey, Sports Vibes TV been on too, in case y'all hadn't noticed. My man, Sports Vibes TV.
Sports Vibes, okay.
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so and no shade to nobody, but you know, it's
you gotta give Who's Mark a slot. Give Who's Mark a slot.
That dude there, man. That's my guy, man. Who's Mark, man? And he's a character, man. I love that guy.
Give Miz need a slot.
And so what I was getting at, man, is those like my man be so busy, you know what I'm saying, building his empire and all that stuff. When the time is right, so when the time is right, all of us will get together. You'll see a joint with me and Fans TV at some point, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Like the All-Star game. I think we need an All-Star content creator, like pre-All-Star game, whatever. I don't know, with you, CP, J. Ellis, Sim, Terry and Trey, Legion,
and
Ron Cleveland.
Yeah, and I'll jump on Ron Cleveland. We don't need no special occasion. I'll just splash in the middle of Ron Cleveland joint. You know what I'm saying? Come in.
Yeah, you know it's an open door policy. The only time security comes in the building is when we got them trolls coming from other teams trying to disturb the peace, and we ain't gonna have that.
Right.
And shout out to the chap for keeping that thing clean. But hey, please, you can jump in anytime you want, man. You know it's an open door, man.
Hey, I respect your show, Cleveland.
Appreciate
you said no eating, nothing.
You know what? Though, I'm gonna tell you how that happened, and I ain't gonna call the person name. If everybody had watched the show, they saw who was doing it.
Yeah, remember.
I got so much feedback about it, man, and I was just like, whoa. I was like, because I didn't want to, call nobody out like that, man. But I just say, just make sure, and if you're gonna drink, I knew your mouth gonna get dry because we're gonna talk a long time. If you want to drink something stronger than water, just make sure we can't see what you advertise. You know what I mean?
And if you're smoking, mute the turn the camera off. Whatever.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Standards. You setting standards. This is not just a pod. It's a family show. We got a bunch of people watching.
You just don't know all the stuff I done so far, man. The one that touched me the most was when that 13-year-old got on my show, man.
Wow.
Shout out to Dylan, man. He got on there. I was like, hey, he's like, can I get on? And I was like, yeah, you can get on. So when
salute to Dylan.
I was a kid. I was like, so how old are you? He was like, I'm 13. I was like, man, you a year older than my daughter. Yeah, you definitely come on in here, man. Come on.
Remember when Sim show? Remember the young kid that used to call
yeah, Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oscar was 9.
Oscar was on it too.
Yeah.
Oscar was on was 9. He said, I thought he was 19. The way he speak.
He was on it, man. He had his stuff together, man. Every time he came on.
Yep.
So Chop, let me finish up the point you said about what you did about Knicks Fan TV. So the thing is, my man do excellent work, and they try, and they man, listen, they give the Knicks family a lot of content to sustain them, right?
Great interviews too.
And so in my lane, I would invite CP on for something special, like when we do the Freezy Awards. I would ask him to read out a category or something, be like a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Where I show him love and he show love back, and it's not just about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So just to
but don't discount yourself, Unc. You on his level too.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, but I'm saying it ain't just about that, though. I'm talking about the love and appreciation for people. You know what I'm saying? Like with him and Sim.
Him and Sim, man. When you think about him and Sim, them guys really was for me when I looked at this thing, man. It was like the foundation, especially like Sim was the first time I ever called on anybody's show that wasn't one of the majors, and I remember calling Michael K, and I wouldn't even finish my point good,
and they hang up the phone.
Click, and I'm like, and then they take what little bit that you said, and they try to like use that for their content and try. I'm like, that wasn't even the point I'm trying to make. So
exactly,
you know, and that's when I was like, you know what, I ain't calling into none of them kind of shows no more. So shout out.
You solidified yourself the first time, and then CP they want to be on your nuts now. Excuse my language, but you was the first time you called to Sim show. Remember, I watched Sim before Knicks Fan TV even they just started too. Yeah. You was the first one to be like, man.
That's when that whole thing started, man, with Sim, man. And like I tell people all the time, if it wasn't for Sim, man, it wouldn't have been no man. That would have never even happened, because it just so happened like the Knicks had a bad game of many, and I was just like, I came on, cause I mean I was hot, and I was just like, man. and then that thing just morphed to when it's a good game, you know. You're feeling, because think about it, we've all had that, like when somebody or you heard something, you be like, you just sitting around, you be like, man. You know what I mean? So that's how that thing just took off. Shout out to Sim, man, the base for all of us, man.
Like Freezy said, that's the mothership. We the destroyers, the other ships from it.
It's like the so the NBK fam is the brothership. You know what I'm saying? And we have a brothership connection. And so Barnes Tears is a satellite of that, and so is and the others. And what we do is we feed back into the brothership or whatever with content and resources, and then it's reciprocated back to us with resources to help us grow. So we reciprocate by helping that sustain, and then in reciprocation it nourishes us so that we can grow as content creators and all that stuff. But Mo, did you find out who the star chatter of the day is?
Oh, it was Ron. It was Ron by far.
So Ron Cleveland. Ron
Cleveland. He's on the panel. You got to give it to the chat. The chat, though. I don't know.
Congratulations.
You said I
you have won.
Hey, you said Harris Douglas said Freezy. Gotta stop that hate. He talked.
Yo, T, bill up.
Hey, so did I hate on somebody?
I don't think you just said it's a different platform. You know what I mean? You didn't hate on him.
No. Our platform is like Sim's front stoop. We pull up. The morning drive is like, yo, I'm literally driving home from work.
Yo,
we pull up.
You know what it is? I'm very grateful for all of these platforms, because like now, like when we are successful this decade, like I'm gonna have like all of these perspectives to look at, all of these ways to enjoy our success. So like I really appreciate y'all. Like salute to y'all, like Ron, Freezy, all like Knicks.
Now salute to you.
Yo, like it's beautiful, man.
Yo, beautiful. And if y'all passing the word to Casey, I man, listen. I send me and CP message like maybe once a week or something like that. So if it's something that I said, man, that seemed like hate, that ain't even what it is.
It's not.
I communicate openly with the dude, right? So it ain't no hate. It's all love. It's all love. So when y'all write these narratives or whatever, make sure y'all know that it's all love and support for others. That's why they be willing to, you know what I'm saying, to be open up to me, and I'm open up to all of them. Man, I'm a little guy, man. I'm a bug on the windshield, man. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Them guys have been in that lane and successful for years.
Yeah.
And so shout out to them for doing it.
They've been doing it. I tell you,
I think we have a show where we have all you guys, Ron Cleveland, Freezy, Legion, Sim, CP, J. Ellis, Terry and Trey, the Die Hard Knicks podcast dude. I follow him too. Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all have to have a debate show where y'all, the same way everybody be arguing, debating, Cornerstone Camp salute, My nigga Chuck B, salute. Like, you have to have y'all.
Stop with the language.
Sorry, sir. Yeah.
So yeah, man. So, but Chop do be having me excited though. But
it's your energy, man. I'm coming home from work. I work late night, and you be lit in the morning. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. You know what?
Yo,
somebody be tired. Like, I've been out here all night. And you like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
That's why.
And they forgot. Yeah, somebody said CK2K. So
yeah,
CK2K.
Yeah, we gotta.
And don't forget about Sports Vibes TV.
Sports Vibes TV. Salute.
Right? Okay. And it's another cat, Raw Hebrew Remnant.
Yeah. He gives good content, man. Very good.
He dropped knowledge, everything. Yeah, that's salute. Great call.
What's it? Who's that?
That's the great God of law.
Nigga Valley too. Nigga Valley, man.
Nigga Valley.
Oh, Nigga Valley.
Nigga Valley, man.
He be in the home with it. Yes.
Officer Frankie. He's the Officer Frankie. He just had me bugging, man.
What you looking for?
It being
It's not a parking spot.
So shout out to all of them. I want them to know that it's nothing but love from my end, and respect and admiration for what they do. And then for us internally, this Blow Orange Tears family, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Every time I look at my phone, I have DMs, right? People DMing me like, yo, why you be protecting Chuck B? Why you don't let Chuck B get that? You know what I'm saying? Or they be like, yo, what happened to Ghetto Intellect? Where Ghetto Intellect at? You know what I'm saying? So
yo, Freezy's Chuck Knight. Chuck B is his Tupac. You protected him.
man.
Well, you silly. That's a good one, Chop.
So Rocket said, yo, where my shout out? Yo. All right. So first of all, before I do that, yo, shout out to Delano Steele, the man Steele.
Salute Delano.
Yeah, that's the guy there, man.
Hey, shout out to Rocket, shout out to Paris Duggar, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I be trying to get to y'all, but I don't want to cut off the speakers, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, we gonna wrap it here. So the star chatter of the day is Ron Cleveland. The Twitter poll is still open. So Ron, I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter and put a thing out there on Twitter for everybody to know. And I'm also do the bold predictions. I just need some time to set up the new computer and all that stuff, and then I'll put all that stuff out there. I'm gonna wrap it right here. So the bold
prediction for tonight's game, though. Did we solidify the bold prediction for tonight's game?
It was the Out on the Limb segment.
Oh yeah,
I was out on the limb and made a bold prediction, and so I'm gonna put all those bold predictions out there. So Tweaky, make sure you got everybody. Make sure y'all got everybody to Twitter and get them to follow us on Twitter so they can see our bold predictions and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
So you said we lose about 13 tonight. I don't know.
Hey, I got it by 10. I think Chuck. I got us by winning by 10. Knicks by 10.
Me too.
Hey, Tweaky, you heard that,
Me
right?
too.
Me too.
You heard that, right?
8 or 10. 8 or 10.
What'd you say?
Hey, I need your help guiding everybody to Twitter and getting them to follow us on Twitter.
Got you. I don't got a Twitter, but I'll send a few friends over to the chat.
I made one. Yeah.
I sent a super chat to you earlier. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yo, salute for that super chat. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Salute.
I tell y'all what, we go 5-3 tonight, boy. It's gonna be.
Hey, if you thought I was hyped coming in here after 4-3, yo, y'all gonna have to turn y'all volume down on 1 so I won't break y'all speakers.
All right, wait. I'm gonna give Chuck B a prediction too. Mitchell Robinson is throwing it down on Rudy Gobert. Oh, he's gonna body him.
And shout out to Mitch, man. Mitch has not fouled out yet this season.
Gobert will have more everything: points, blocks, rebounds than Mitch.
You sure?
I'm positive.
What happened last night? the Afro dude. I'm like, oh.
Allen is better than Mitch.
Word.
For real?
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm gonna wrap it here right now. Hey, catch us tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. Support your Knicks content creators. Shout out to my man. So shout out to my man, Jonathan Macri from Knicks Film School.
Yep.
Check his stuff. He's been putting out some excellence. I don't know if you like this stuff in the past, and I'm not going to tell you to like.
Yeah, he's another one. Love him.
But what I'm going to say is the stuff that he's been putting out recently is on point and fire.
On point.
I think he's directing that stuff. And I think he watches and is directing that stuff. Yo, so shout out to Jay Singh for the super chat. Jay Singh is my man.
Jay Singh.
Yeah. So hey, shout out.
Yeah,
hey,
Jay.
super chat. Hey, we gonna cut right here, y'all. Knicks at Night podcast tonight at 11:45. We're gonna be in the building. We're gonna be super lit tonight. I'm telling y'all. Come on early. Come on early. Knicks Morning Drive tomorrow. Thanks for all the help from the guys supporting the show. Mo, Chuck, Chop, Ron, Tweet. Appreciate y'all.
Salute to Stephen Fox.
Hey Chuck.
Yo.
When you get ready to do your thing, man, I'll be there to support you, man. Seriously. Hey, my wife said you got a radio voice. You know what I mean?
He's the background guy. He's like Dame Dash. He's the background guy.
But you got to follow him too, man. Straight up.
All right.
Straight up. That ain't no joke, man. Hey, you get ready. I'll be there, man.
Good looking out.
Yeah. You and Kevin Wright. Is you and Kevin Wright, Chuck B? Y'all both got that. Oh no, that.